His name is Three Strings, and he kind of just, think of like those mariachi guys who move around through a Mexican restaurant. It goes up to table and plays a bit and then chat with them.
It's our DM getting us started.
When he comes by, he's looking for someone who can reach Skullport. It's known to be underneath Waterdeep. It's known to be accessible through the dungeon. It's also accessible from the coastline, where you can sail through huge stalactites and stalagmites in this open cave area through this underground river, and that'll eventually reach this underground port system. And he's got this pouch that he needs delivered to a harper within Skullport, and he's looking for someone who is potentially going into the dungeon to do this. And he's looking for, like, basically to hire a courier running through. And he lets you, chats with you a bit, and lets you think about it.
All right, folks, it's the Mad Mage.
And in doing so, he does buy you guys all around
wish us luck.
Drinks.
Oh, well.
That's all I need.
Yeah, that's definitely a nice first impression.
Yeah, and he tells you, careful. Like, he's looking for, as the drinks come over and everything, he says, this is a half-drow. She's not to be fucked with. She's going to assume there's some sort of trick coming. And if you're interested, you're going to have to deal with her before you can even deliver it. He's kind of laughing the whole time. Just playing away, singing, happy.
But it would be really nice to hedge our bets if we don't find anything.
Do we think we can find this place?
I like the idea of finding an entire place rather than shiny objects.
Yeah, I mean, Skullport's well known. People talk about it from time to time. Sometimes people, like entire groups, come through this inn, spend the night, and then when they're ready, 20 plus will charge through, and they're going towards Skullport.
Really?
Yeah, it's not easy. It's a dangerous route. That's why they go in like an armed group, but that's where they're headed to. Think of it as like an underground pirate den, but large.
Now, the Mad Mage is dead, right?
No, he's alive. Well alive.
Oh, wait, this guy's still around?
Mm-hmm.
This guy's old as hell.
I thought,
it's over.
I thought it was like thousands of years
No,
ago.
this guy is like a demi-lich at this point, at least.
He's still stocking this place pretty heavy.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it is his home.
Yeah, he's... periodically while you guys are, drinking, hanging out, socializing, coming and going from this place, and it's been a while, and you would see these sort of like spectral images that just kind of crawl out of the portal, and these beings, humans, all different races, and some even that are just like, creatures of the deep. It's just this spectral image that will just walk for a little bit across the end before dissipating. And those are a common scenario whenever the dungeon has sort of rearranged itself.
Oh, yeah? It burps people up.
Mm-hmm. I mean, this portal's been here for 30 plus years. Maybe even longer. No, it's around 30 plus years.
And the well is actually what remains of his tower, huh?
Yeah, it's like the hole that would go, like his tower was circular, and you just like pass through it down.
Crazy.
All right, so in that Harper's name, Three Strings, and the person he's telling you to go meet her name is Calandia. I'll link that so you guys can have it read or written. Oops. There we go. And she's a half drow. Yeah. So we've decided on our uncommon items.
Yeah, I think so. Just gotta load up my character with his crap that he's gonna carry around. His mundane stuff. So let's go.
Yeah, I guess I didn't necessarily grab all those things. But I think it would be simple. Extra rope, pittance, dungeoneer kit,
Which,
rations.
yeah. This guy's gonna have like a bandolier of daggers on him.
Oh, ammo. Anybody use anything that takes ammo?
Yeah, I've got a longbow, but I've bought arrows for it.
Mommy's at work, puppy. Mommy went to work.
Is anybody moving about the inn, or are you guys just all hanging out?
I think the free food has made it so that my retainers and I are staying firm at this table.
We'll say that at one point, one of your retainers needs to use the bathroom. And as it does so and heads off, it's not intercepted, but a character named... Let me see, hold on. Cholton Priest, actually... A Cholton Priest of Joaquin, which is the god of trade, kind of intercepts it for a bit and says, asks it to communicate to its master that Uday, which is his name, is looking for an audience in the separate room over here. It's like the office meeting conference room to the south.
Oh, yep. Well, at that point, I'll find an opportunity to make my way there if I'm wanted.
Excellent.
The inn's a safe place, so I shouldn't have anything to worry about.
Yeah, and as you come in, he asks you, does anybody go with him?
Riordon does. He's walking around for too long, talking with people, but not everyone. But yeah, he'd go.
Okay. So the two of you head off into the conference room and sit down next to Obadi. Wait, did I spell that right? All right. And we turn that the show down just a little bit. All right, so Obey. I totally spelled that wrong. Greets you, has you come in, says welcome. He kind of explains that, he's here on a mission of trade, and specifically he's wanting to communicate with anybody who's looking to go into the portal, that he's, kind of set up shop here, and he wants to buy anything magical or spell books that you find in the Undermountain.
I see, yep. He certainly picked a good spot for it.
Yeah, it's just kind of, it's not like his shop is here, but he's definitely set up he's got some guards with him. There's some money. Some people someone walks up while you guys are chatting to discuss their current adventures and whether or not they're going to be able to sell some stuff.
So yeah, you come fresh from the hole, you can come straight to him and get a nice quick source of coin.
Okay, that show is super loud. Maybe I'll turn your...
Wait, is it me?
Yeah, Marshall. That's off of you.
How the hell is that? My son's all the way on the other side of the room, and he's playing with a toy. It's not even a show.
Yeah, that's
No,
what I
that's
was
great.
thinking. I'm like, that's a talking toy, isn't it?
Holy crap! Okay, let me turn my stuff down. How the? Wow. Okay. Just has the pitch.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what it was. It was just
It
like,
just carries right through. Yeah, he's clearly set up in a place to take advantage of the fact that adventurers are going to come out of this pit and be like, "Hey, we found stuff. Where can we offload it?"
right. And he is like the spider sitting at the edge of the fly
Yeah.
nest or whatever.
Ready to just collect up anything that happens into his web.
Exactly. All right.
And what is his name?
His name is Obe Ude.
Obey Uday.
Or Obeya Ude. And he's a human Chultan priest.
I knew someone named Obaya one time.
Obaya, maybe that's what it is. Some of these names, if anybody has played the Dragon Heist, they are the same. Like possibly this next person who... There's this young noblewoman who's been coming and going from the area. She seems to be regularly nervously awaiting adventurers coming back through the portal. But after a week or so, she, seems to have given up on the latest group that's gone in and has now started asking other groups that are within the room who may be going in if they've seen her, or if they would look out for her brother who went to Skullport, traveled all the way to the Skullport, but hasn't been seen since.
I mean, we can keep an eye out, but can't make any promises that will bring news or return, or
There was word that he made it to the fort, but then after that he disappeared.
No, there's been no word once he left to travel in.
Okay.
But he was headed to Skullport.
Well, his body will be a good marker. We're on the right track.
She looks in horror at this response.
Did I say that out loud? I'm sorry.
Just a little bit.
I apologize.
well, I heard it, so
Sometimes it's inside, sometimes it's outside. I have trouble.
if nothing else, we can certainly keep an eye out.
She's very appreciative, and from her rich, elegant dress that she was wearing, and the furs around her neck, and the rings around her finger, you can tell that she's a woman of wealth.
Okay.
All right, let's find the brother, alive and well. Bring him back.
Sounds like a good plan.
If he's not magical, we know we can at least still sell him back to his sister.
There it is.
Very well.
So have we been tempted enough to jump in the well?
So that's the third one. Right.
Oh, I'm going down the well. It's just good to load up first. A few drinks, a good feed, and then you dive down into the deep dark.
So have you guys kind of gathered your gear, or you're just kind of... I mean, what kind of plan would you like to make diving into the well?
I guess the rope seems like a good idea.
I'm definitely happy just to start off nice and easy.
Yeah, best to save strength for either the enemies or to run our out of there.
Riordan approaches Durnan, says, "How much do I owe you?"
For the feast?
Yes,
Say
yes, it's all covered.
23 gold.
Okay, and Riordan puts 23 and leaves like a tip of 2 gold, make it around 25. And says, "I believe our party is ready whenever we can go down the well. Maybe a snack? I don't know. I'll take something from the table here," and makes himself like a doggy bag. And just one ration, worth, and like the rest he just leaves for people to pick on.
Excellent. And so he's going to ring like this super large bell with the big crack in it. It doesn't make that classic beautiful tone sound. It's more like a clang, clang, clang. And everybody in the room, gives a big cheers. You've participated in this activity when others have entered into the portal, and one by one, you start descending down the rope.
And how much is it for a trip down the rope?
Down the rope, it is, I believe, 1 gold.
Fantastic.
Was the brother the last people to head down? Have
No.
been other groups. Okay.
There's been other groups. Okay, and as you guys are heading down one at a time, is there any other activities before you head down?
No, I bid the retainers farewell. I'm sure they wish me luck, because they'd better.
We can't bring
Excellent.
one? Just one pack meal?
They're staying back, watching all of the gear, making sure that the inn is paid.
Make sure the booze gets drank.
Yeah, those are minor details,
All
They
right,
didn't like to
so
bring those up.
you guys will find yourselves in the center of the map, center of that blackness.
Okay, something highlighted.
Really glad I got them goggles.
Yeah, it's real dark down here. Very, very, very dark down here. Let's go to the next sheet. Oops, that's not the one button I wanted to push. All right.
No, I admit I did not put enough effort into my character yet. But did we want to do a little introduction on our characters, or describe
Maybe
what they
we
look
do it
like?
this way. Yeah, describe as each person descends, because it's one at a time. Maybe that's when you describe, and who's going first?
I guess I'll go down first.
Make a perception check after describing your character.
Okay, so Chev's just a young fellow, black hair and a faux hawk style cut with a great sword strapped on his back, because it's the most impractical way to hold it. He's wearing chainmail, and he comes from, I would assume, a foreign land from here. He's of noble birth, and he has several retainers with him, and he's just out to prove himself, get some real-world experience before he heads home, and gets stuck doing all the things that nobles have to do. Have a bit of fun, lose a limb, it's the things you do. Get some cool scars, and
You're earning some cred.
yeah, his father's well known for his martial skill, and he wants to sort of prove that, hey, look, I can do it too, and this, going down the well is a great chance to do so, and, treasure, it's like a boy's dream, so that's why he's here.
Excellent. You land at the bottom of the, and first thing you notice is that it's a thin layer of sand that covers the floor. Okay, who's next?
I'll go next. Riordon. He is a Iladrin Paladin of Devotion, and he would introduce himself like that.
Awesome.
Um, he's short, just over 5 feet, and slight. Leather armor, well made. He has really long hair, but it's kept up in this wiry kind of net that is looks like it's made out of metal flowers, and it's something that I saw out of Mordenkainen's Tome of Foes, one of the elf trinkets. It's like a flower. You put it in your hair, and it'll tie up your hair, and then you pull it out, and it just turns into a flower again.
I like
He
it.
carries, he carries a double-bladed scimitar, which I had cleared with you. The DM came out of Wayfarer's Guide to Eberron recently, and he also has a longbow, just for any ranged attacks. A devotion paladin. He is looking for some way to reunite the Eladrin people with Corellion, the elven god. And in his wandering and adventures, he sought to explore Undermountain for any magic or clues or histories that could lead him on his quest.
Solid. And as you land bottom of the well, next to Jeff, you see hanging on the walls a bunch of shields. They're all dusted or dented and rusty, and most of them are covered with graffiti, like scratch marks and slashes of paint on them. Okay, next. Excellent.
All right. I guess my character would go down. Yeah. So you see this this greenish yellowish half orc coming down. He's all bruised up, cauliflower ear. He's been in a lot of scrapes and scraps and everything like that. And his name is half orc, Bob. He's proudly named himself that. And over the months that we've been traveling together and learning about each other, we actually found that he's actually quite smart. The lisp and the kind of dinginess is just from having this bell well few too many. Yeah, so that's how far. He was raised here in Waterdeep, and he knows the thing or two. Yeah.
Awesome. So as you land, see Chev actually kind of quickly cocking his ear to the north. Riordan is looking at the walls, and Hafok will notice that there is an exit just to the southeast, like the trail goes, or the tunnel goes this way. That's the only other direction. All right. And Aurelius?
Aurelius is a street urchin. He's a wood elf. Doesn't exactly know all his history, but he grew up in the streets here, and even though we've all been traveling together a while, and he's not a dirty little urchin anymore. You guys don't see a lot of change. He thinks he's come a long way, but you guys think he could still be cleaned up a little bit. Wears hide armor that doesn't smell good. And he's a rather unkempt type of guy, more of a grunter than eloquent spokesmanship. But carries a scimitar. He's got a long bow, and he is loaded with a backpack and probably a second backpack. He might need a second backpack for all this stuff. But I don't know. Like I said, I need to put more thought into this guy, so we'll have to come up
All
with it
good.
as we go.
All good. Reference as we go. All right. So as you step down into the sand and the bucket starts getting lifted up on the rope, and the silence starts filling the room, the first person down Chev was able to hear over to this northern area, right in this area here, the sound of footfalls running away behind, or you can hear them.
With that being a little bit unnerving, I'm going to go up and sort of bang on the walls to see if I can gauge how thick they are.
Excellent. So, okay, so you go up to that wall area there, and because you heard the footsteps, and the rest of the party is dropping down. You're kind of like searching the wall, and you notice a 1-inch diameter hole bored through it at around 5 feet in height. And as you peek your eye through it, you can see what looks to be, actually, you just see a movement going backwards that direction, and you can hear soft footfalls retreating.
Well, somebody knows we're down here.
I think they know a lot of people.
Well, obviously, keep an eye out.
All right.
I'll move back towards the center of the room, away from the tiny little hole, but I'll point it out to the others.
We only just descended, I'm sure, to greet us and make us feel welcome.
That
Welcome's a word you could use.
I ain't feeling
Probably
welcome.
wouldn't use it for anything living down here.
Okay. What would the party like to do?
Well, once we're all down and properly adjusted, I'll suggest that we leave through the only obvious door. But maybe keep an eye out for tiny holes about 5 feet off the ground as we continue.
Geez.
If there's any more little sort of peaky holes, I would like to sort of try and keep an eye out for those.
So in this room, or as you move through?
As we move down, like the hallways and stuff.
Okay.
You know, just so that if we spot one, maybe we'll
We could spy on someone else.
something's happening. Yeah. But I'll happily move towards the.
if you want, my character's built for this kind. So,
But by all
Actually-
means,
yeah, so he'll stealthily and carefully start moving. Look,
Okay. So you're moving. Go ahead.
Could I grab one of those shields and just hang it over the hole somehow? Is there any way to do that? Do I gotta waste
All right.
a pitton and a pitton into the wall?
All right. So you grab one of the shields, and as you try to rip it off the wall, it starts to just break apart.
Oh.
And you would actually notice as you did that that it says in Elvish on the wall, kind of chipped in, beyond the pillar forest, the Mad Mage waits, casting spells behind magic gates. And then you kind of peek behind another shield, and it says the same thing. All 60 of them surrounding the room, if you were to look at, would say the same thing.
They all say the same thing.
spooky.
Is there any newer looking shields that might not fall apart?
Make a perception check. See what you get here. You notice that they are all of the same type. It's almost as if they were hung here in a singular event.
Alrighty, I'll just stuff some sand in the hole then.
All right, and so you reach down into the sand. You pick up some sand, and there's an empty wineskin that's right there. Right as you try to like pick up some sand.
Nice, I'll throw that in my pack. I'm a bit of a pack rat.
Solid.
It'd be funnier if you were actually playing the
Playing the
then you
what?
could see your real pack, like a rat race.
Oh,
So then you could say you were playing a pack rat.
Mm-hmm. All right. So what's the marching order through the? Go ahead.
I was just saying, well, I'll look at it later. I'm more of a tuck it away and then figure out if there's any value to something later.
Solid.
Abandoned campsites littered with tons of useless objects.
Pretty much.
So I'll let Half-Orc take the front, and I'll probably stay 15 feet or so behind, just in case something happens. Or maybe 20 feet. That's a nice distance.
So we're like this.
Yeah, Arillis
Yeah.
take up the rear.
And Real Dawn will be right.
Okay. And go ahead, and we're going to do a group stealth check here.
Alrighty.
Ooh. Love me some stealth. There's a 4.
Okay.
You guys wouldn't mind turning your names on, would you? Just so I can see them. Remember who's who.
How do I do that?
You should all be able to see that
Character
name.
sheet on the gear. It's
Just the
on the
display name
right-hand
visible.
side, about halfway down that first group. It says add character name to template. Underneath all the globals.
Oh, as far as yeah.
Yeah, just next to the roles. I mean, I also put my name next to my character's name and the things. It just, the more I see a name, the more I'll remember it, and the more, I might pronounce it right.
Can everybody see each other's names now?
Oh,
It was a lot more needed.
Yeah, they were on the characters. They're on the icons. I meant in the chat. Like, see how mine, like where my stealth is, has my name.
Oh, I see
that's all
that.
I was wondering. It just, and if you put it, I just put my name everywhere. That way I can at least remember what my name is.
Cool. I turned it on for both Reardon and Chev. All right. So you guys, let's get yours to public. All right. So 7, 10, 4. You guys come around the corner here. And we'll just kind of get you set up here. And what you see down this long, well, not long, but, this hallway is a bunch of pillars. It's like a descending staircase downward into the pillars. You guys can't really go to
like the pillars go sideways. They are the never mind.
Yeah, that should be better. All right, so you guys come around this hallway. You kind of maneuver a little bit from the entrance spot. And at the west end of a 20-foot wide hallway, some stairs descend into a room. Pillars. There are similar staircases that are descending into the room from the northwest and south. So on all the sides of this room here, there are stairs leading down into it. And these stairs lead to other tunnels. You're currently like this hallway, but these other ones are the roof's a little bit low. Who's got a passive perception?
Mine
Let-
should be pretty.
Yeah, let's do
Mine's 17.
Here's the
Yeah.
17. Let me
Can I hear
roll
some breathing? There's a lot of vision blocking
16
down
for
there.
me.
Let's go to this one.
17
Change.
passive perception.
Change first.
And let's go to this, and then let's do these.
Change.
Whoops.
Man, I totally lost myself in here.
Higher than a 13, actually. Would hear room like maybe claws clicking on the ground, disappearing. It's super light, it's barely hurt, and you kind of come to a stop at the edge of the staircase and listen harder, and you don't hear that sound anymore.
You guys hear that?
Jacob, hold on. Sorry, I've got a very
Okay.
stinky kid here. Causing me.
We squat down. Get low a little
Could
bit.
be rats. Could be giant rats down here. Or kobolds.
What does it smell like?
Yeah. How bad does this place smell right now?
Okay, another thing is that as you were walking down this hallway, every 10-foot section of the wall has a 9-foot high, 4-foot wide, door-shaped recess containing a bas relief carving of a demon. So they're like lining the walls as you're walking through here.
The
You
hallway
would
was?
see, yeah, the hallway that you were walking through. So
That's
there's
not
these little,
creepy as all get out.
yeah, these little alcoves with the demons in there.
Can Halfok do a quick history check on the demons?
Go for it. There are various. There are different types of them, but there is a few that are Malfeshini demons. And as you're looking at that one, actually, there's only 2 of those. And as you're looking at that one, you'll see, like laying on the floor, is a Kenku skeleton pointing towards one of those Malfishi demons' bas relief. So, like, kind of where you're standing as you're approaching, you see the skeleton. Like, as you don't see it right away because it's dark in here, and your dark vision is only giving you so much light. But as you get closer, you can now make out the shape of this Kenku skeleton. Oh, the carvings on the north wall. Okay, so it's actually Balor, Balagor, Chasimi, Dretch. It's all of them.
Oh, wow.
There's every single one of them. 16. Okay, if that makes, or 10 of them.
Ugh.
Do any of them have claws like that would
On their feet?
maybe sound
Yes.
like?
Yeah. There's a Varrock that would definitely. The Dretch would.
Just more things to be
I don't know what
worried
any of
about.
those things are.
There's a few of them. We'll say, I would guess about 6 of them actually have claws, like on their
Ugh.
feet.
Okay, so that doesn't help narrow down the.
Yeah. Well, demons are demons.
Well, yeah, we've narrowed it down to a type. There might be demons.
Is there something
Make
that works
a-
against demons, anyone? Information?
Wait, who was looking for the holes again?
That would be me.
Make a perception check.
Aurelius would like to see if there's anything left of that Kenku.
7.
Alright, so 7, you don't notice anything. You're looking for holes, but your eyes pass right by it. The Kenku skeleton is pure bone. There's no pouch, there's no weapons, there's no cloak, no feathers. it is as if a bleached skeleton was placed in this location.
He might start missing a finger bone at that point, but it's not a big deal.
You're going to take a finger bone?
Yeah.
Okay.
One pointing at the.
It kind of like snaps off easily. You snap the one off that was pointing towards the now fishy demon.
Yeah, that sounds like a good one.
Okay. So that's what the walls look like surrounding you.
It's giving me the heebie-jeebies. I'll suggest that we keep moving forward.
Riodon has his longbow out, looking, being watchful. Says, "I fucking hate demons."
Half-Orc
Chev
has
will also have his longbow out as well. Yeah.
Half-Orc could have 2 daggers. One is ready to go.
Okay.
Arilla sees everyone else and follows suit. Longbow.
Nothing like a hallway of demon statues to make everyone remember where their weapons are, right?
It seems like it's going to be close quarters. I don't know if longbow's the right option.
It's just the initial, there's a person 20 feet in front of me. I can get a shot off before I need to stab things.
So you guys have descended into the port, landed at the first entrance point, walked down one hallway, and everyone is on guard. Weapons out, high alert. In that vein,
If the
I will
hallway
say-
wasn't spooky, it wouldn't have bothered me.
Okay, I'll say because you guys are looking for a creature that has claws, because you heard that. Everyone's on high alert. As you guys are looking at the different demons, one of you would notice that the Dretch has half-inch spy holes for eyes in it. You can kind of, as you're looking and everyone's like really on this high alert, I'm going to say that the passive is enough to catch that.
I did take the alert feat, if that helps at all either.
What's the alert feat?
Oh, yeah.
I guess I could just click it and make it easy.
Riodon's going to use his divine.
Oh, that's an excellent one.
Yeah. The street urchin, he's the kind of street urchin that didn't get into any fights or anything. He was gone
Okay,
before
so
anything
it
happened.
is the divine sense, celestial fiend, or undead. All right, let me check a few things real quick. No, there's stuff everywhere in here.
Yeah, what's on the other
And
side
that-
of the wall? You gotta know it all.
Gotta figure out what
The
these
wall.
things.
Did we figure out how thick the wall was back there? When you asked
Half
about
orc, half what now?
how thick was the wall when Chev noticed the hole in the wall? Did we get an answer on that?
Oh, it's about a foot.
Okay. So
It seemed like, yeah. Let me go find this one real quick and see what its type is. All right, I'm gonna have to look that up on this thing here. You get no pings from the south. You get no pings from the north. Let me go to this. Let's see. Oh, it's spelled that way. Yeah, nothing pings. You sense that there is no fiends, celestials, or undead within 60 feet of you. Oh,
Okay.
that is not behind total cover, so it would prevent you from seeing through walls and stuff.
Oh.
All right, and okay, so Yeah, you would notice that those holes. It's going to be right. That's where the hole. That's where the demon, the dretch demon, is. That has holes for eyes.
What does everybody think?
I think just be on high alert because
Well, I mean, we definitely know something's to the south. I mean, we heard clicky clack claws. Might be a good idea to follow him, see where it goes.
So you're thinking hunt it down, not avoid it.
Yeah, don't want him coming up behind us if we pick a different direction.
I suppose that's right.
All right, so you guys are headed into the pillared room.
I mean it's the only way.
Yeah. Can't turn around at this point.
Okay, and coiled up on the northernmost. Here, I'm going to put you guys in there. Well, maybe I won't. Maybe I will. Let's go like that. You guys kind of enter into the forest, slowly creeping around. You'll see a gigantic skeleton of a constrictor snake up in this northernmost pillar. And on the southeastern wall, right in, this side right here, are the words "certain death this way." It's carved in common, and it's pointing towards this direction.
Does the ceiling get higher here? What's up there?
Unless otherwise noted, the ceiling is 20 feet, and this room also has, the ceiling shrinks down as you also descend the staircase, like it moves as one.
Okay.
So was it saying certain death to the south?
Yes.
That's what I'm.
That has me concerned now.
If this thing keeps changing around, then maybe that certain death is no longer there.
That's also very true. And I still think we should go south.
You don't want to leave something behind us. We don't want to be let off into a trap. How are we looking at it?
Did anyone bring 5 miles of rope?
No.
No, only about 100 feet.
Yeah,
I think that's what I got.
Okay. So you guys are going to continue heading to the south?
I'll follow the half orc wherever he goes. Just, 2 people behind him. I follow him.
I mean, we could check the other doorways for signs of recent, passing.
Are there doorways?
Other footprints? Maybe now that we're down here looking around, we could see that there's more than one footprint, or more than one set of tracks. Or
most of the tracks that you see on the ground, they're actually kind of visible. Head north. Different sort of boot footfalls. There's sand. It's like a sandy floor that kind of permeates throughout. Some dust and such, but mainly in some scrapes on the ground. Things head north. Nothing that you see goes up the western steps. And in fact, as you get into this area, you can see that in that room, or to the west, you can see what look to be small mirrors.
But we see one set of tracks going south?
Yeah, make a perception check. Let's see what you see. Or I guess survival check, because that's what that is. But yeah, you do see that to the south there's these large bear-like pads with claws that kind of come to the edge. They're that big circular pad, 3, maybe 4 different knobs at the top for foots. You can see claw marks scraping on the steps.
So they look more animalistic than,
very much
say,
so.
like a kobold.
Yeah. Well, maybe that's the reason certain death is to the south.
Does it look like it just got scrawled on there right before this thing headed south? Like, don't follow me.
It looks to be like it's been there a while.
Do those tracks extend in anywhere else but the southern hallway?
Yeah, do we know where they came from?
They don't extend up the northern steps. Those seem to be more humanoid. The steps to the south are definitely more bestiary or beast-like.
Well, there we go. We got a choice. Humanoids to the north, some unknown beast thing to the south.
Mm.
Now,
My character would assume that, since all the humanoid, that's where the port
Sorry,
would be.
say that again? You broke up there.
Yeah, your mic's
Sorry,
not kicking in right away if you leave gaps.
No, I was saying that my character would actually probably assume that to the north is where the port that
Yeah.
everybody
True.
was looking. So if are we going
I think
we
we should
wanna
follow the
explore this?
humanoid footprints.
to have like a base set up for whatever we need? We can always go back or explore other areas.
Chev's definitely going to recommend heading north. Humanoids usually means it's almost like a safer bet with more guarantee of returns. Don't like the idea of fighting this large creature.
Yeah, and just heading out into, no man's land might, we kind of have a destination, right? Sort of.
I mean, there's
Yeah.
a certain death warning that there's no humanoid tracks to the south. This creature can clearly defend itself, and I think yeah, to the north north it is.
Yeah, more likely to find a brother that way.
That's it.
Try to think of some of our goals, I guess.
Oh well, maybe he is to the south. Who knows?
Yeah, he was carried.
Hopefully he's to the north.
Mm-hmm. All right, so you guys are headed to the north.
Sounds like a plan.
All right, so all right, you guys wait here, and you notice as you're walking along, or now to your right hand side, a pathway that goes that way.
How far could tell him to stop, and we'll head towards the door stealthily.
Do we need to work out hand signals before we get too deep into this? I mean, I assume that our characters already know, but
yeah, I'm assuming because we're
we have a couple months together.
We've probably
right?
been figure.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you're going to go up to the door?
Yeah.
It's unlocked.
All right, he's gonna slowly open it up.
Okay. So as you open up the door, you see inside a set of unadorned wooden armor. An unadorned wooden armor stand rests in the middle of the room, with a faintly glowing long sword stabbed into it. At the base of the is a skeletal remains of a hand amid stains of dried blood. You also can hear, as you open up the door, everyone can kind of hear this now, the sounds of distant voices occasionally filling the room.
And this place doesn't let up, does it?
No,
I
only
head
every
back.
turn.
I head back to him and go. It's kind of creepy in there, but there's a shiny sword.
Shiny
What were the
object.
voices? Did you see
I don't
anyone?
know. No. Sword or an armor stand with the sword staff. But
Well, I mean, shiny items are usually magical. If nothing else, we can sell it.
In we go.
Yeah.
All right, so everybody walks. Okay. As you're walking into the room and everyone's on alert, checking everything out, some of the voices that come into the room, you can tell they're all coming from up above, like above you. And you look up and you can see these 10-inch long, 5-inch wide vents. And the sounds are coming through it. And after a moment or two, who's got the 17 passive perception?
Arillis.
How far?
Yeah.
Okay, so the two of you, three of you have passive perception of 17?
I've got 16.
Okay. So you guys quickly understand. What's Reardon's passive?
13.
13. Okay, so everybody notices and points out to Reardon these vents, and after a moment or two, you can tell that they sound like merchants and shops up above in the city of Waterdeep. You know, you guys have wandered around Waterdeep in and out, and nearby the inn is a pretty simple marketplace selling weapons to adventurers who are going in and out. They don't make anything, they don't do any like alterations, but they buy some of the stuff and sell some mundane items to them. And you hear one of the voices come through clearly of one of the shopkeepers that works there. And you get the feeling that above is the city of Waterdeep, right above this room.
Does the sword look
Right.
like it fell through one of those holes and killed someone by accident?
No, the holes are really small. You would assume that only a gaseous creature could crawl through it.
Darn.
Okay.
I don't want to stand under any of the holes. It could
Fair
be the
enough.
privy up there, guys. Be careful.
Hold on. Wait. No. It's not the privy. I've been in the privy.
All right. So is somebody taking the sword out?
Yeah, half off. Go do it.
All right. So you walk up and you grasp a hold of the longsword, and it just really easily comes out, kind of like Sword in the Zone style. And as you do, it shines a dim light in a 10-foot radius in your hand.
What kind of sword?
Cool.
It's a longsword.
Anybody want to use this? I prefer a lighter weapon.
Yeah,
I prefer a heavier weapon.
and darker. We-
I'll
Maybe let the human carry it in case he needs to just throw it to get some light somewhere. In case his goggles get knocked off. You don't know.
I'll just sheath it.
Okay, as you go to sheath it, it immediately teleports right back into your hand.
What?
Shit. I throw it on the ground.
It immediately teleports back into your hand.
I stab it
Well, I
into the
think it
dummy
likes-
again.
You what?
I stab it into the dummy again. To the armor rack.
Yeah, as soon as you take your hand off, it teleports back to your hand.
Okay.
So we were able to give it to someone, but you can't give it
No,
to
you weren't able to. You weren't able to hand it off to anyone.
Oh, so Half-Walk still has it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You know what? He's gonna step 20 feet away and throw it at the dummy and see if it'll stick.
Make an attack roll on the dummy.
Yeah, maybe there's a distance you can get past it.
No, I just want to see if it'll hit in return.
So that's going to be
fun. So it's 20 plus strength.
This guy using the curse to his benefit.
nice.
Remember how to do this. There we go. It's 21 to hit.
You throw it, it tumbles end over end, the hilt comes in and smacks in the back of the thing, and then it immediately teleports back into your hand.
Excellent.
This is going to make wiping my ass a little bit inconvenient for the moment, but okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a cloak or something, wrap it around the blade to dull the light, extinguish the light as much as possible, and continue on.
All right, so you're gonna try and you keep your hand on it and put it low behind, and you wrap the cloak around it, or you're taking your cloak off and wrapping it around it.
No, because it's constantly teleporting back to whether I leave it on my person.
No, yeah, it will never leave your hand. Is the idea? As soon as you.
We can't sheath it either.
Oh, wait a second. When you go to throw it, as soon as it leaves your hand, it teleports right back. It doesn't travel the 20 feet and make the impact. It is instantly teleporting back.
Okay, no, this is fine. This is alrighty.
Yeah, and you had found it where in the wooden dummy, and a chopped off hand was on the floor.
Right.
Should have noticed that first.
After hanging out, you got kind of think that maybe that would stop that from happening, or teleporting back.
Yeah, that's
Half-Ock one hand?
we're not
Is that...
we're not doing that. Not doing that.
It sounds good. I mean, that's a very threatening nickname.
It sounds very good, but we're not doing that. I'm glad I used my non-dominant hand to grab this sword.
Good call. Good call.
So yeah. But is it still glowing?
Yeah, it's definitely still glowing.
Okay, yeah. So
I want to
just
walk up and look for any inscribed words or anything on it that might give any kind of indication of something.
It's clean. It's there's no runes in it. It's pretty basic. It actually looks like a traditional guardsman's sword. You almost get the feel that it is meant to be unremarkable.
I was hoping we could at least get a turn off the light switch.
I yell at it. I'm like, turn off. Nothing. Turn off.
Nothing happens.
Nothing. All right. Screw this. He grabs some sort of heavy cloak or something just to try to dampen the glow. That's all he's gonna.
So it's in your hand, and you have to cloak around the actual blade, so it's not shining that light out anymore.
Exactly.
Turn it into a club.
Essentially.
Okay. That we will play with. I like that. Okay, and a little searching around, and you would notice that there is a door that exits the room to the south. And you kind of someone walks up to it, and you can see that if you look through these two holes, it looks through the eyes of where the dretch was, and you get that there's a secret door here.
Back over here.
That would open up. Yeah, exactly. Oh, I was in that one.
So we didn't notice anyone behind the eyeballs, but we did hear someone in the pillar room.
Mm-hmm.
Can we look through the eyeballs? Is anybody over there?
When you look through the eyeballs?
Yeah.
They would only show that demon room, that hallway.
But there's nobody there now, right?
You would see nobody.
Okay.
Nobody's there.
Yeah. Well, this made my oversized longbow, useless. Stocked up on daggers.
Are you at least proficient with the weapon?
Oh, very much so.
Okay. I sometimes if you pee on stuff, it fixes it.
I'll try that later. My bladder's empty right now.
I can help.
I'm alright. I don't know. I mean, I know you well, but not that well.
I'm always here for you, Half-Ock.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And Half-Ock will go back. Did the cloak actually dampen the light?
Yeah, you
He
wrapped
did
it.
turn it off
Let's
for
do,
us.
let's do a little dexterity check to see how well it.
If he's stuck with a longsword in his hand, we'll just have to call him Hafok Longhand.
Mm. Yeah, it's a really nice job with a little bit of twine that holds the cloak closed around the blade. Maybe a tiny bit of light was spilling out of the hilt, but you were able to move the cloak a little bit. But your whole hand
But-
is
We're getting all these
disappeared
good rolls,
inside
by
the
the way.
cloak.
No, I mean, just wondering if there's a way to wrap it where it still be. No, it
So
doesn't
that-
matter.
Yeah, you're cutting.
Okay.
No, I'm just trying to. It's less me cutting out and more me not.
Finishing your thought.
So it's
I'm sure we'll run
So
into an
he's gonna
anti-magic
completely-
something or other eventually.
yeah,
All right, you guys exit. I'm assuming,
yeah.
Yep.
and come to a T
Stealthily.
intersection hallway.
Can we look for the tracks again? Where the
Yep,
humans are
survival. We'll just continue rolling with that survival for a minute. It hasn't been that long. Actually, no. You guys went into the room. You peeped around. Let's do another survival.
going? Yeah. Keep critting, people. Keep critting. I guess our crits are over.
All right, and yeah, it wasn't too hidden by any means. You guys, as a group, were able to see that they head very much to the right.
I guess that, yeah. Suggests that we keep following the path.
And in fact,
All
there
right.
is no tracks or anything that move to the left.
Hmm.
I guess we're going the right way then.
Okay, so you guys are going to head to.
Yeah.
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 Let's keep with the stealthiness. If you want to throw up
Yeah.
another roll or anything.
Go for it.
Damn.
Your crit is a 28. My goodness.
I
We
love
put
it.
him
You're
way out
all
in front.
making up for me.
Okay, so as you guys come down this hall, super quiet, you get a little bit of space is pointed out to Reardon where he almost steps on a loose stone to make noise, but he doesn't. And you guys come to a location where there is a door to your right, or to your left, sorry, and a hallway that continues down to the right-hand side.
Half I'll go check the doorway.
Okay. It is locked.
I do want to keep an eye out
Alright.
behind us, being in the back. Just to throw it out there.
Good thing you've
He's
got the
gonna-
world's biggest lockpick in your hand.
Yeah, he's gonna try and pick the lock.
Go for it.
Assuming dexterity for that.
That's right. Do you have a thieves' tools? You do? Okay,
Yeah.
there it is. It does not unlock.
You know what? He gets mad and he the door.
He does what?
He gets mad and the door.
You bounce
It
off of
opens
the
up.
door.
Damn. It's it won't.
All right, and that would have been loud.
Shh. What was the point of critting on the sneak?
To get to the door.
Well, the point was probably not to kick.
Now that we made all that noise, I like to slide up and listen at the door.
You're gonna walk up and listen.
Yeah, I'll slide up and listen at the door.
Okay, push that. You can easily hear the sounds of humanoid voices.
Movement and humanoid voices.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you got someone's attention.
Maybe you just knock and they'll let us in.
That couldn't hurt. Bang, 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 bang. Open up.
After a few moments, you hear a little bit. The door does open, and a creature with a gigantic hood pulled over his head. That's a human. He seems to have long teeth that kind of like oversized long teeth hanging, the fangs coming down, giving him a vampire feel with his cloak and his behavior and his pale skin. And he opens the door and says, "Come in, come in."
Oh, wrong.
For
wrong
right
house.
now, I'd like to stay here. Can you give us any information? Persuasion.
Oh, well, I assume you are passing through on your way to somewhere farther and deeper in the Lord Master Hallister's dungeon. And you see behind him, there's like large statues. I can't turn off the dynamic lighting for that one for some reason. Oh, there we go. Objects. He's there. Cool. Yeah,
Well, looks like you guys are busy in here. We'll let you go. Bye.
And you see a million behind more of these sort of creatures, creatures. And he says, "No, no, no. You have come. You have knocked. You must pass through. Come on in."
We pass through.
What was that?
I said, why must we pass through? There's another way we can go.
Suit yourselves. Shut the door. But he stands there and he kind of like turns around. He's got his back to you now. And some of these there's numerous of them in there, are looking at him as it's hard to say what he's doing. He's in like a darkened area.
Close the door.
Yeah, we'll close the door.
Have I close the door?
Okay, you go ahead, you close the door. And from that point on, you don't see anything, but you hear a lot of movement.
That might not have been a good idea.
I really don't like the looks of those fellows.
Half Oak just got an idea. How sword shot?
What was that?
How bright was this?
10 feet.
Bright light?
Dim light.
Damn.
So it just kind of glows.
Damn.
I'm sitting there going, I could walk in and go, ah!
That's cool.
Yeah.
We're batting 1,000. Let's go.
Just walk away from this. Possible. I have a feeling.
All right, so you guys walk away from that
We'll
area.
go to the corner and
you're now
hustle everyone by.
Okay. And Reardon?
We let them know. They know what's in.
Uh,
I don't know if Chef has
So
any
who is at the door?
issues with it.
yeah. What happened?
So
Vampire.
there's some.
Come on, you could hear the creepy
believe
dude,
it's
right?
vampires.
Yeah, they would have heard that.
I was waiting for him to open his robe and have nothing on. It was that creepy.
Mm.
Well, if they're servants of evil, perhaps we should save them.
Or perhaps we don't, and we just keep moving on.
Crap. I don't believe there's any good plans here. There's only plans.
Pretty much. If you feel that strongly about it, Chev, we can go after him.
You said there were many here?
Yeah,
We saw
I
at least
saw at least
4.
3, 4.
They said we could pass through if you want to go look.
No, I agree with you. Let's move on. Maybe we slay them if they.
Excellent. All right, so you guys are continuing on, correct?
Yeah,
Yes.
Arillis will keep the rear and
And
keep watch.
All right, in this hallway here, you hear movement still behind that door. You can even hear some voices. It's hard to distinguish with the door closed. You come around this corner, and you can see to the right-hand side, like that little hallway there immediately ends in a wall with just one tiny little hole behind it. And Chev can deduce that that was the hole of the bandit, or sorry, of the creature that ran away when you first descended.
Ah,
All right. And as you come around the corner, you can see that it's just a wall there. There's no
We're talking right
no
here.
handle in the correct.
Okay.
Alrighty.
I
Can we see another door?
could I turn that hole
I see
into a doorway?
You can go up and look at it.
Hmm.
Half-Alco approach the door.
I have a crowbar and a portable ram.
All right.
You have a
I can do
portable ram?
renovations. Yeah,
Dude.
I love the portable ram so much.
That's pretty sweet. I'm down with this. All right. You walk up to this like wall with the hole in it. Whoever's investigating it, make an investigation check.
I guess I can investigate, but it's not really my thing. There we go. 9.
I'm going to give you the because you had the knowledge of the hole from before, so you got like an awareness of it. And you can see that there's a small little teeny spot where if you put your finger, like it's like a little circle in the stone, you stick your finger on it, and the door swings open but away from you. And as it does so, you can see that the way that this door is built, that it's actually built into the wall in such a manner that it only opens outward. It doesn't physically move inward.
I see.
So it does open.
I regretfully put the ram away and pointed out to everyone in the party, lest we need it. Hey, there's a door here.
That goes back to the shield
If-
room?
Yeah,
Yes.
it goes back to the get us out of here room.
Sweet.
So if we need to, we can scooch through there. And, just if it's quicker going through here. Well, everyone knows now.
All right.
Do you leave the door open or do you shut it?
We might as well
Gonna
leave
shut
it
the door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then, just rejoin the order.
Okay. As you guys I'm assuming going north now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a door directly to your left as you start going up this hallway.
I'm gonna do a perception for.
I kind of stay at the
On-
corner there. I don't want to, like as everyone goes around the corner to look at the door, I want to just kind of stand at the corner, so I'm still watching the hallway behind us.
All right. Do a perception check on the door. Or are you like checking it out? Or are you just looking at it?
I'm like listening through it.
It's dead silent. It almost seems like a dead space back behind it.
Well, do I open it? So far, we're 2 for 2.
You've been batting 1,000.
Yeah, why not? Let's open it up.
Okay, as you open, a stack of old ceramic plates fall and just shatter on the ground. It's just a gigantic amount of noise.
Kind of boot, kind of push plates towards, closes it. The kid that just got hooked jar. Nothing to see here. Let's move on. Walking.
Okay. And as you guys are, and you like are shutting that door, you can hear footsteps coming.
Oh,
You can also hear the door open behind you that you originally talked to them at.
I think we have company.
If this is where they keep the china, maybe we're next to the kitchens. I'm sure that there's probably food nearby. And
I think we're the food.
Do we still have our bows out?
You still
We
what?
still have.
Does everyone still have a longbow in their hand? Except for Half-Orc?
longbow is put away, and my double-bladed scimitar is in my hand.
I sure as
I've
shit
got
do.
the deck.
All right, so that same vampire-like creature comes running down the hallway and says, "You have come to the other side. Come. You are clearly passing through." And as you do that, it's like a few of them all behind you, surrounded by these vampires. They're making no move to attack. They're almost welcoming you in.
Sorry, we've had bad run-in previously with people of your.
He almost looks offended. His hand goes to his chest. There's like this big puffy sort of lace that's old and dingy. He says, "My kind?
Yeah,
All we ask is for a fee. We don't need anything other than that from you. Why would you attack us? Or have problems with us?"
what's the fee?
What you have in
Like,
your pockets.
Pockets.
I know, someone's a pack rat.
Hey, Half-Orc, give him the sword!
Give him the sword.
What I have in my pocket? He's got his bag of pocket, like, opened up as a pocket, just so he can.
Okay.
I'm. Okay. So you want coin? Is that what you're looking for?
What else? What other kind of fee could there possibly be?
You're right. There's no other fee. He hands over the 15 gold that he currently has.
All right, and so he will reach out, takes that 15 gold, and looks to the rest of you. And you? He's looking to collect from all of you.
God,
Wait.
does he have a big nose?
Oh yeah, he's got that like kind of like floppy piratey hat on too.
God, he's a vampire Jew. What the fuck?
Oh man.
He's a Jew-pyre. No wonder. Sorry, that was a little wrong, but
It's okay. But he's in room to pay to come.
if I've paid, my dagger. I'm like, I can't do anything about. I can't put this one away. And I wave the cloaked sword around. Do you guys know anything about this? How can
He
get rid of it?
he does
cutting
look,
off my.
Yeah, he looks at it and he's like, "Does it glow? Does it glow light as well?"
Yeah, that's the reason it's wrapped up. Right?
Oh man, there was an orc who came through here just recently, half orc, I believe, similar to yourself as you take stock of you. He had it as well, and don't know what happened to him, but he left. He was headed south, out of the town or out of the dungeon. Last we saw, he gives
I
you the
think that was
impression
his.
that the half orc has passed through this area.
I think that was his hand. Anyways, I'm not looking to lose mine. Figure it out later.
Pull out 15 gold and see if we can keep buying our way through here. We are a little outnumbered.
Okay, so as you guys all pay, is that the plan here?
No. Chev's not giving up his money to these filthy scrubs. But
Okay.
he will reach into his pocket as the fellow comes to take his gold, and then he will smash an alchemist's fire.
So
God.
Aurelius kind of walked up to him here next in line for the, kind of to get his ticket punched.
Mhm.
And as he can attack on him?
Yes.
All right. Let's do this. And go ahead and roll attack.
How do I do that with alchemist's fire?
Is it a dexterity
It's a
save?
thrown.
I know.
I want to say it's just a thrown attack.
As an action, you can throw it 20 free, shattering it on impact. Make a ranged attack against a creature or object as an improvised weapon. Cool.
Is an improvised weapon something you have to have proficiency in, or does everybody have that? Because I think there's a feat that gives it to you. So that's like, oh, does that mean nobody has it?
Yeah, there is
Regular?
a few.
No, I think you can do it. It's just that if you have the you get
Brawler
something-
feat or something.
yeah. I was thinking that
Yeah, it's not that you can't do it. It's just you don't get your proficiency bonus if you're not proficient.
Okay. I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention. You guys were...
No problem. Do you want us to roll initiative?
Yes. So the fire comes smashing down, and the vampire, who does not like fire at all, smells the sulfur before it arrives and is able to quickly jump out of the way. All right. And then
Oops.
as that occurs, everyone gets to roll initiative. Okay, I'm going to say...
They say.
So that was Chev's surprise round. I'm going to give everyone an attack. You guys have been fighting together over time, and as soon as battle commences, you guys would have been all prepared. The vampires are caught off guard because some of you were about to pay. They'd kind of like laxed their sort of heightened awareness.
We know Chef doesn't give up his money.
All right, you are getting a turn order. You get a 5. Put you up there. Okay, so everybody except for Chev, feel free to take a movement and an action. Or go ahead. So as soon as that fire explodes, Hafok.
Yeah. It's gonna move. And his short sword.
So no dagger, just short sword. So you're kind of like fumbling with this other blade in your use of just one hand, and you just completely miss it. Like the blade kind of chunks off a piece.
It's fine. He's gonna rage.
Okay, so then you go into a rage. Go for it.
He's gonna swing with his. I mean, no, he won't.
Okay, he's not swinging with that weapon. Got it. All right, and Aurelius or
I guess close quarters will scimitar.
all right, so you whip out your scimitar.
Not.
You do not have the flanking from your position. You can kind of like see it. He almost didn't see it coming from behind. Actually, I'm going to give you half elk. We're going to retcon a bit here. I'm going to give you the flanking.
Okay.
So go ahead and re-roll. I do see that yours would have gotten that. The 17 will hit.
So 18 points.
You can tap from there. Okay, so the way this creature looks, it's almost as if, you know, it looks like just a basic vampire human, like someone who's almost the drama, the over the top theatrics of it all. You almost feel like it would, you know, you're hitting him like this should just drop him. 18 damage. That's a pretty hefty blow. You've dropped creatures before, but this just kind of bites in. Minus 18. And it's gonna like snarl, and as it's snarling, its head whipping around, it sees the scimitar from Aurelius come in and is able to just barely move its body out of the way. And then, do you want to move it all, Aurelius?
Will there be opportunity attacks if I move?
Currently, you haven't seen him take a reaction, so they're...
Yeah. Shoot, this seems bad. I think I will have to use my bonus action. And turn into a bear.
And you go into bear form. So you're going to be like filling out this hallway. You're like, your back like presses up against it. The mouth comes down, pressing down on the sort of creature. Shev almost like gets a mouthful of fur. Some of the spittle that forms on it goes across Half-Ock's face. Okay. And Reardon? Riordan or Reardon?
Reardon.
Reardon.
It's funny, I rolled the name randomly out of one of the tables in Xanathar's, and it is actually a family name, Reardon.
That's awesome. He's meant to be.
So Reardon, he takes his double-bladed scimitar, gives it a spin, and says, "May the light of Corleone bless us in these dark hallway." And he is going to cast Bless over his 3 companions. You all get a 1d4 on attack rolls and saving throw.
Yes.
And then he just faces vampires that are coming down.
All right, so the blade's out, just ready for the assault.
Yes.
All right, and now that brings us back around to Aurelius.
How
Big
would
ol'
you
bear.
like to handle shapeshifting?
Well, now you're a bear, and do you need the stat block for it?
No, I just jump on the 5e tools. He's +6 to hit. I haven't loaded anything up. I was just gonna start putting them in into my character sheet. So
I can create the tokens for next session.
Yeah,
and have the stats. No problem. Like it shouldn't be a problem at all. In fact, it might be easy enough to do in 2 seconds.
Yeah.
If the bear
I mean,
is
when you're DMing, I just go and
is
click
it
on
black
the
bear
5e.
or brown bear?
I believe I can get one.
It's a brown bear,
One
right?
challenge. So yeah, it's a brown bear. One CR. So he's
All right,
+6.
Here's your stat block. All right, let me. Oh, my computer's going slow. Okay, Okay, it should be at the top. Brown bear.
Oh, okay, cool. That'll make it nice.
And we'll put it all at public and normal to start off. Perfect. Okay, so you get 2 attacks.
One bite and one. All right. We'll start with the bite.
You're just ripping into his throat. Hits. Alright.
And if it doesn't drop him, I'm coming in with the claw too, I guess.
It does not drop.
Not as good.
You do have the bless on you.
Oh yeah. Let's never forget that. 14. Wow. Dang.
All right, so 14 hits.
Yay!
Nice.
Just barely.
Oh. Beastly
All right,
damage.
so it's almost like the elven god kind of like swirls around one of your claws and lifts it just enough. All right, and this guy's looking absolutely fucked up, but he is still alive. Bleeding from chest wound, a neck wound, a shoulder blast. And any movement?
No, I think I'm just gonna take up space. I guess I'm large, so I am taking up
Yeah, you're like
4
packed
spaces.
You're packed in there. Yeah, I'm saying that like your back is against the wall. Shev's gonna. I'm gonna actually say that the Shev and Halfok will have disadvantage on their attacks against the vampire due to this amount of space you're taking up.
Goddamn bears taking up all the space. Ugh.
Right, so it is Halfok. Or Halfok.
Yeah, because if I stay, then he can still get advantage from, or he can still get a sneak attack damage, right?
Because I'd have basically disadvantage from the bear, but from
you're losing it. Yeah, you have disadvantage, and you lose the flank ability of Chev.
Okay.
Because of the amount of space that you're taking up.
Right.
Well, can I be the flank advantage then?
I'm going to give you... I'll let you do the sneak attack, only because then the vampire is also having problems like making out where your attack is going to come from.
Okay. All right.
We'll just kind of...
Again.
Bam. Hits.
15. 4, 8, 13 points of damage. And that's minimal.
Okay, so how does the first kill of the campaign gonna go?
As he's kind of being pushed up against the doorway where all the China's at by the bear, he's kind of barely sees around and able to get a short through the ribs and pierce the heart of the.
All right. And as you do that, you'll see this vampire, like as the life force leaves it, it's going to turn from a humanoid sort of shape, and the clothes are actually going to all disappear. And what is left behind is this. Let me see what this looks like. Yeah.
This sounds unpleasant already.
You guys all see this, like, naked shaped humanoid style human being with obviously it says doppelganger at the top.
Moonbeamed.
This is not the
Oh.
Yeah, because once you gave that description of him, like being more like an actor of that looks like a thing, I was like, what's up with that?
Okay, so that guy didn't even make it to combat. Okay,
I was expecting it to not be that. I was expecting just bandits, but damn.
Okay, so that guy goes down, and there's like this, like, not a banshee, but like a female sort of screech that kind of comes out of it. And Reardon would see the vampires directly in front of them. Their like head like reaches back, and they kind of give out a smaller, more weaker version of that scream before they're going to rush him. All three of these guys are going to come down. The first one's going straight into you, and he's going to swing scimitar. 18 to hit.
Just hits.
First 6 slashing. The other one's going to come over to the side here, a light crossbow at you. Where'd my toe? There it is. And 17 to hit.
Miss.
All right. So as the scimitar comes down and slashes across your leather armor, it pulls you to the side, and the arrow is going to pierce or it's going to smack off the wall. And this other one's going to come down and use all of his movement to get it into like a range here. That's his dash. He doesn't swing, but he kind of like runs by, and he's getting ready to hit you from the backside. And now Reardon.
Okay. The first hit does cause the bless to drop. As Constitution was 8.
So there it goes. Nice.
And Reardon focuses on the one that is trying to get behind him, and is going to use his scimitar against it first.
Beautiful.
So 11.
11 just barely misses.
And second attack, 25.
Hits. 7 slashing. So you take off like an entire arm of this creature, and it's just like that scene from, I think it's Star Wars, where there's just blood pouring from that gaping hole.
And it was a roll of 2 1s, so I'm going to re-roll those 2 1s.
Excellent.
So it's actually going to be
3 points.
10 slashing.
All right, so that's enough to do this one in. So this blade, as it comes through and takes off the arm, the amount of blood that's pouring off it, like kind of reels back a little bit and hits the wall and looks over at its arm, just bleeding out, and is like, you can see quickly that the life force is going out of this one fast.
So it's
dead.
Okay. Using my bonus action, I'll then spin the scimitar back towards the one that attacked me and try to hit it.
Excellent. Hits.
23. Rerolling the 1. So 9 slashing.
And you get to add the dex on the bonus action because of your skill, like who you are, right?
Right, so it's the feat.
So it's a finesse weapon, or it counts as one?
Yes. It's a special weapon. All right, and so... Okay. You don't get to add the dex, though. Oh, is it just because the double-bladed?
Uses the same ability modifier as a primary. Damage dice 1d4. Does slashing. So yeah,
It just doesn't get the added dex bonus.
gotcha.
Yeah.
So
Only
then
for that bonus one.
So it'd be a
No.
4 slashing instead of.
That's
So it's
not
like
the play.
wielding a second weapon in your offhand.
But it does more damage.
No, it still only
Okay,
does a D4.
and so that's... On your turn, it's the second paragraph of the Revenant Blade.
Yeah.
I was looking down at the bottom one.
Yeah,
And
I was
then
looking
this-
at double-bladed
Oh.
scimitar stats. You can make when you use bonus action to make a melee attack.
Oh yeah,
on
it
the side,
increases.
uses the same ability modifier.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm pretty sure we've got that one pretty locked down.
Cool.
Okay, so this second hit, as it comes around, and The first one, you're like spinning it around, and you chop on an upward swinging strike and take off that that arm, and then you spin back around, and this one's more of a horizontal slash across the chest as it just screeches in pain. Okay, movement. Backing up at all, staying still.
Yeah, he is going to back up, just kind of opening up this hallway. So he'll go 10 paces back and take the opportunity attack if it's coming at him.
All right, it comes at him 15 to hit.
Miss.
All right, so like a half-hearted swing. It's like going to try and hit you, but the wound on its chest prevents it from getting full extension. All right, and now that brings Shev up. This brown bear is like pushing you away. So you fall asleep?
Not in the middle of combat.
No, I'm not asleep.
Been known to do that.
No, that's true.
Well,
Sorry,
it is 4 a.m. over there.
Totally.
I'll use my movement to move here.
Excellent.
And I will just attack the fellow in front of me with my greatsword.
This large, extended long blade just comes down.
Nice.
22,
Okay, so
22 to hit.
that will hit, sir. All right. And so you're just, you see that slash across it, and you're just like, well, that would look good with one right down the middle. And as you bring that blade down, you split his spleen, or not his spleen, his, what is that thing called? It's, that like chest piece. Anyway, you split his sternum. You split the sternum directly in half, exposing the inside of his chest. And it just howls in pain before blood catches in its throat and it just collapses.
Because I've killed an opponent, I will use my feet to get an extra attack.
Excellent.
And I'll just swing at this fellow. I'm on a roll.
14 hits.
Hit.
Okay, 9 slashing.
All right. No. Take those cards out of that bucket.
I will. We'll take one there.
And if he's still up, I'll swing a third time.
He is, just barely. This blow that comes through hits his abdomen, and you can see that some of his intestines are starting to spill out. All right, 21 will hit. And you, instead of actually hitting him this time, you kind of poke in there, grab some of his intestines, swirl it around, and rip it out like spaghetti, like you put it on the fork. And it just looks down, and it's just like, oh, and it drops.
I don't think he's a vampire.
So yeah, these three do not change into, they stay in these cheap theatrical style clothes.
So that first one we killed, that was a leader one.
Correct.
That was something else, alright.
Alright, any other movement?
So I guess I'll just sort of move back here and use the bear to block line of sight.
Alright, so yeah, these two bandits to the north now, they see the bear, they see the captain of their group or whatever go down, and they are running.
Don't blame.
And that one is gonna. Alright. In bear form, what do you do?
I got 40 movement speed.
How much damage did Reardon take? I see it in the chat log. 6, thank you.
I will chase them as fast as I can. They look like they're gonna be
All right, so
20. They were only
10,
20 from me
15,
before, but
25, 30, 35. To this corner here,
and I still
around
don't
the
see
corner
them.
running.
Oh,
Yeah, I think you can see him, right? You don't have. Why don't you have light or
vision?
sight? Yeah,
I'm a
have you not
narrow-minded
been?
kind of guy. Oh, there you go. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40.
Get close enough.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go all the way 40 up here.
Ash, no, you were here. Sorry,
Oh, I was here, right?
and you've made it to here.
Right, yeah, and then I want to use my dash to go 40 again.
Okay,
So that they can't just run by me.
excellent. So you run past them, kind of like knocking them through the hallway,
Yeah,
and are
squish
like
them up
getting to
against
that.
the walls and roar.
No more.
There is a door right here. Actually, this door would be open because they came through it.
Cool. That's where I put my butt.
Excellent. So you run up and you're like acting as a makeshift door.
Yeah. Hopefully they turn around and run back towards my fellows, because I don't really want to bite these guys. They don't taste good. You guys kill them with weapons, please.
All right, so half walk.
Okay, let's.
All right, my turn's over. I think I'm gonna have to reload. Got some graphics stuck on there.
For sure.
All right. Yeah, half will move up.
So you're like dashing there.
I'm gonna use bonus action.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Bonus action dash. Yeah. Rogues are the best.
Yeah, and to poke a dagger. Five to hit.
Is it the?
That don't get.
I'm gonna necessarily just ran by and you were following right behind. Its backs to you and it's super like what the? And so 25, yeah, you'll get sneak attack. I'll give it to you. As you run around the corner, it didn't see you.
So, and I'm still raging. So
Now, if they don't see him, that's advantage, right? Because like he should get sneak attack just with me being threatening next to him. Or
well, that one I was.
You're not threatening the one.
Oh, the closer one. That's right. There was. I haven't
Yeah.
reloaded yet.
No worries.
My bad.
All right, that's enough. So this dagger comes in as a doula there, and the creature just goes limp. Or the vampire. So that's.
And then basically that.
That's movement, bonus action, action.
So just as free, if I waiting.
All right, Reardon, you are up. Anything you would like to do here?
Reardon, seeing that the fight has gone down the hallway, is going to chase after, and then I guess he'll use his action to continue to run. If he can get.
Hand, you see one falling to the ground. You see a huge brown bear, and another one almost cowering. Right. Bonus action.
This action, he's going to use his phase step.
Ooh.
Do, 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 do. So teleport 30 feet. And then it has to make a saving throw. Wisdom saving throw, or be charmed.
Oh, snap. Okay. That's interesting. Wisdom save. 5 fails.
Okay, he is currently charmed by you.
Sorry,
as I
you.
appear-
Yeah, okay, I got you. All right. Excellent. So, Chev, you are up.
I find myself alone in the hallway with a bunch of dead bodies. So,
It's like your dream come true.
yeah, I'm just going to start going through the bodies. They got this. They'll come back, or they won't. So I'll spend my my round removing the head of the doppelganger.
You're going to spend your round doing what?
Removing the head of the doppelganger.
Oh, most excellent. All right. So, yeah, I mean, you make an attack roll to see how well you are able to do that right off the bat. With advantage, because it's dead.
Yeah, just lay it out nice and flat and whomp.
Yeah, you just, it's one clean shot. Boom. It's done. The head is removed.
Perfect.
It doesn't bleed in this form.
That is a little unnerving, but it makes it a lot easier for transportation, so not complaining.
I figured he bled out from the stab to the heart.
No, that was almost like magical disguise, like making sure that it was all humanoid. But once it lost that motion, when it turned into the doppelganger form, we'll say it doesn't bleed. All that blood goes away. All right.
That'll just be my turn.
Excellent. And the bandit, now charmed, will turn towards Reardon and say something along the lines of, "You have ascended to the master spot. Please protect me from this beast." And he's going to run after Reardon. Like, type of thing. He's like, really doesn't want to get killed by the...
I don't make an opportunity attack.
All right. So you don't make an opportunity attack. It is your turn. Do you stay in bear form?
Yeah, because my pack is much lighter this way. Everything goes inside. Goes with the transformation.
All right. So you're standing there, still snarling. Are you moving around at all?
Are we out of combat? I guess it would be my turn now if we were still in.
Yeah, it is. We're going to leave it in for just a minute.
Okay. I will turn around and poke my head in this doorway here. Do I see anything in here?
All right. As an advantage on wisdom saving. Oh, but that's only smell. I want you to make a perception check as the bear. +3.
Let's see. Can I just click it there? Did that work?
Yep. Is that +3? Yep, that's +3. Perfect. You can hear coming from this direction, whoosh, doors opening and shutting. Footfall.
Chica?
You quickly can gather that the sounds of battle have attracted more, if you will.
Low, rumbly growl, and I will... Let's see, what did I moved like 10 feet there, right? So, maybe down another 30 to give me some vision.
That direction?
Yeah. 20, 25... Oh, I'm bigger!
So you enter the room, and and are kind of like stalking towards where you hear the sounds coming.
Yeah.
As you come around that spot, the sounds intensify, and you get a whiff of some sort of like sweet-smelling meats coming from down that hallway. Okay.
I'm gonna stay put, just ready an attack action if somebody happens to come out and wait for everyone.
All right, so you ready a claw or a bite attack if someone comes in range. Halfhawk, what are you doing here? Not knowing any of that stuff that he knows about.
Halfhawk is really wary about this guy, but if he seems to be okay, he'll actually end up running the doppelganger and getting his 15 and probably pick up the 15 that somebody else gave to him.
So you're heading back down the hallway to go get your gold.
Basically, yeah, because as far as he's aware, the threat has been contained.
Excellent.
I'll still be growling. Yeah, that would be the only indication that you of anything over there.
Oh,
was
did I hear him growl?
Yeah, I said I wanted to growl. Kind of.
You would hear the menacing growl, but
menacing,
you wouldn't know
that's a good
why.
word.
If he hears the growl, then
It's clearly not a happy sound.
well,
Yeah, because then I roll on my back and you can rub my tummy.
All right, so you come to this doorway here, and as you exit from the doorway, you would see the direction the bear is looking. Does the bear have dark vision? The bear does not have dark vision.
That, no. Animals.
So you're operating off of pure smell here.
Oh, so I should have had advantage.
Smell and sound. So actually, that last part was off of the sound. So you're not using your vision. You hear and smell things. Okay, that's important to remember.
Yeah, I don't think many beasts have dark vision.
It's true.
Owls.
All right, so Halfhawk, you come around the corner. You can see the bear, like, with its nose sniffing the air, its ears turned in that direction, and it's growling low, pointing towards that hallway over there that you can see. You would hear a door slam.
You heard a door slam over here, right?
Say that point. Ping that again. Yeah, in that direction.
Okay, in that case, we'll move over here.
Okay, so still with that sword in one hand, dagger in the other.
Yeah, there's the sword. Just gonna grab the dagger and ready.
All right, and that will bring us to Reardon.
Reardon holds his new friend in his arms. And he can tell, he's been able to tell that this is not a vampire, correct?
Yeah. Well, you will make an insight check. Love those tones.
Not great.
Yeah, it's hard to tell if he's an actual vampire, but the teeth don't look the right size, and the clothes are a little over the top. But you're not 100% sure. Maybe he's just a dumb one.
No. What are you
He's going to
doing?
just spend this round, I think, asking this bandit vampire,
You can't have that.
what is it that you want from us? What lies beyond this hallway?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And then answer on his turn. And then Chev, you're up. Are you moving him in any direction? Or are you just staying right there with the bandit?
I mean, I
Or
guess
the
like
vampire?
he'll kind of like keep him under his wing, but try to, even if it's at half movement, follow down the hallway a little bit, and see if he can keep.
Yeah, you put your arm over, kind of like console him. He's looking up at you. You know, he looks at you as like his only friend in this area after this traumatic experience, and you guys walk in there, asking him these questions, and I'll say that he responds as you're walking, since you're actually like carrying him. He'll say something along the lines, "We just wanted the money. That's all we ever want. We just need to take the money from them, and then everything's fine." Okay, and then that'll bring us to Chef with his doppelganger head.
Put it in a sack and start looting corpses.
All right, go ahead and roll an investigation check.
Ooh. Nine.
All right, so other than the 2 coin purses that were not put away, that was the 15 gold that was handed over from each of the other 2. You don't find anything else on them except for as you're like going through them. There's like cheap lace, poorly crafted leathers. Things are dirty and grimy, but made to look nice.
I see. In that case, I'll scoop up the 2 coin purses, whatever, and make my way down the hall.
All right, so that's you're gonna make it to right about there.
Perfect.
Okay, and at this point, the bandit's just still kind of covering on your shoulders, and I'm gonna roll some initiatives for some people real quick. You guys want to take a pee break? Or have you been doing that?
Like, I already did that. Did that, and I've changed my kid twice already.
Nice. Okay, so I'm going to put these in the right order. That's that guy. That's that guy. That's that guy. Where's the other one? Come on, computer. There we go. So it's going to Aurelius in bear form. You can hear stuff ahead of you coming towards you. Nothing is in visual at this time.
Yeah, so...
You even can smell havoc come running past you.
Is there any light off his sword? Or
No, he's got it
really
wrapped up.
good.
Yeah, he's got it wrapped up.
So I can't even really see the passage over there.
No, but you can tell that there is some space over there.
Yeah.
Smells are coming from that zone. Sounds are coming from that zone. It'd be enough to key the bear. You have no idea what the details are.
Well, I guess I would just move over and leave room for someone to get by me.
Let me actually do something real. Would be open that. I don't know if I light. Let me see. You would see a tiny, tiny bit of light spilling into this area, right?
Yeah, I mean, if these were bandits, is there light in this room? Like they didn't have...
In this room? No.
They wouldn't have lit up this room?
They did not. This room is not.
5, 10, 15, 20, 30. 35, 40. Yeah, I mean, even my full movement rate, all I do is just, block up the passage. So, I would just want to come down a little ways.
Still waiting for an
So,
attack.
yeah, because I gotta let someone else lead. I can't see. I want to get in front and take the damage, but I can just see that little bit of light coming from around the corner, huh?
All right. From around the corner, in that little bit of light, you can see. Okay. There's going to be one guy who's going to. He kind of comes around the corner, looks into the room. Halfwalk, you see this, or at least you hear this. His footsteps come around, and then he retreats a little bit. And there's a bear in there. What the fuck is going on? Okay, and that guy comes out, and then you hear like, "Kill that thing" from the same sound, and then two around the corner, light crossbows at the bear. The first one is an 8 to hit. The second one, I just have to. It's a double crit. So, well, yeah, 23, 23.
Am I being double poisoned?
No, unfortunately, but All right, so you're going to take 9 points of piercing damage as this light. Go ahead.
As soon as Halfwalk's, he's throwing the dagger.
Okay, so that would be at the first one that poked his head out. So go ahead.
How much was the damage again?
It was 9 piercing.
Okay.
Oh, I should. Yeah.
25.
I'm
just gonna use my temporary hit point column, if that's cool with you.
Yeah, that's great. Love it.
Okay. It just doesn't show up on.
Or
you
thing. Can use. Here, we'll make it so it goes like this. Your red circle is now your temporary hit points.
Oh, there we go. That could be.
Maybe that worked. And there goes my computer freezing. It did not like all that activity. All right.
Yep.
Perfect. So the clangs up against the wall is the first one who poked its head out, then goes back up the hallway. These two others vampires come around the corner, firing off their crossbows. First one clangs off of the stone statue. The other one sinks into the chest of the bear. And they're going to hold position right there. Now it is Halfwalk's turn.
All right. Yeah, seeing this. Be with it. Okay, so Halfwalk's actually going to move here. Forward. Short sword.
So you pull with your free action a short sword out, 16 hits.
And that doesn't get sneak attack.
So it's just the 8.
Yeah. It does get 2 for the rage.
You didn't attack last turn or get attacked last turn, so the rage is gone. So it's just the 8 piercing?
Yeah, just the 8 piercing.
Okay. You come up and, you're still yelling.
Did he throw his dagger last turn?
Yeah, there's a dagger right there.
Oh, you did throw it before you.
He threw it very poorly, but
it was an attack. It was an attack. So yes,
so
you are still raging.
Total.
So it's 10 points total. All right, we're going to say this guy, as it fires off the crossbow, and he's pumped. He got a score on this bear. He's excited about it, and you come slipping around the other side of the statue, and it's almost as if you come from the bear as you charge forward, just stab him right in the chest, and he goes down.
Yeah, I got the gurgle, gog.
right, and then
He should
You know
feel
what?
happy about shooting me because I make little whiny, pathetic sounds when I get shot. I don't roar like in challenge. I just
um
Whimpers like a kicked dog every time he gets shot. Oh.
yeah. He felt bad right before he died.
all right, yeah. Okay, so go ahead. Bonus to attack with the wrap.
And you're making it on the correct?
On the get
I put a long.
yeah, I'm just taking the bonus.
Perfect.
So
26
hits.
Yes.
He still gets a 2 to rage though, so that's a 7 total damage.
Okay, and so as this blade comes across, it's not going to be considered pure slashing. We'll say it's blunt because you've covered it. And so it's more like you're just like almost giving him a hardcore rug burn or something as this fabric comes sliding across him. All right, so he takes 7 damage. That was a pretty good hit with good focus, so I'm not going to say any of the material comes off at this point. So that's going to be -7. All right, and that was your movement, action, bonus action. All right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so as that guy goes down around the corner and literally right into the space of the one that you dropped, this comes a larger, more powerful looking vampire. This one's got nicer clothes on, and it seems to be wielding a jewel encrusted scimitar. And it is going to, first, as it comes around the corner, it's going to throw a dagger at you for 13.
To hit? No.
13 misses. And then it's going to follow up with 2 scimitar attacks. 15 to hit?
That hits.
All right, the 15 will do 13. Or I'm sorry, we'll do 5 slashing, and then the second blow is a 13 to hit, which misses.
Okay, so 5 slashing, 3 raging.
All right, and yeah, this one looks. It's a little bit taller. It's got really strong, prominent chin with a flat, sort of horse-like face and long hair that's all white. It looks extremely pale, almost as if it's been powdered. All right.
Does he smell dead?
And he's going to yell. No, he does not. And he's going to yell at... Let me check something real quick.
The costumes are getting better on these guys.
That guy is that. Okay, so... and he's going to yell something along the lines of, like... what would that character's name be? We'll call him Callie. Callie, what are you doing standing over there? He yells over Half-Hawk's shoulder at the vampire standing next to Reardon. All right. Reardon.
All right. Reardon still has his arm draped around Callie, and it sounds like, I really think that you should look at your life choices. Perhaps don't hang out in dark hallways asking for money that is not yours. You could go far. You have good talent. I see this. And then, when he hears the voice, he kind of gives him a shove and says, "Now go, tell your friends before we slaughter you all to, stop this kerfuffle." And then he'll use his full movement to come and support Half-Hawk.
Gotcha.
If he can't get within melee, which it doesn't look that he can, then he will just ready an attack action for anyone that gets within melee.
So you're making it kind of, you got 30 feet movement, right?
Correct.
space of that statue and the brown, and come, you like slide through gracefully like an elf with your double-bladed scimitar out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Chev, you are up.
I will. What's that? Fine. I'll just use my action to dash, I think. That'll get me another.
It'll get you right up next to him.
Callie and Goosey.
Yeah, you get
I say nothing.
all right, and that's your turn.
That is my turn, yes.
Go ahead, and you're trying to sneak up behind him. Is that what you're saying?
Oh, I don't. I just. Yeah, I'm not yelling out to them or anything. I just sort of.
Okay, so as you turn the corner and your footfalls are heavy, he's going to whip his head around to you and put his hands up and say, "No, no, no! I am making new choices. I have decided that this is not for me."
Chev didn't actually see him get charmed, huh?
No, he has no idea.
But hey,
Yes.
if they've decided to make new life choices after
Yeah.
what they've seen so far,
He
I
is,
too would rethink my life choice.
so as he does that, hands are up and out, and like clearly not touching a weapon, he does back up. Do you take an opportunity attack?
Nope.
Okay. All right. And this creature right here is going to come down.
Did you skip me?
Comes down into this crowded one that had come forward and kind of like mentioned or had poked its head out and then yelled. It is going to come around the corner and it is going to do. What's he going to do? He's going to kind of like grab the vampire that's in front of him by the shoulder and pull him back, giving Havoc an opportunity attack against him if you would like.
Oh yes, please.
Did
Alright, so go
Arilis'
ahead.
turn get skipped? Or were these guys
You
doing
took.
something else?
Oh no, I totally skipped your turn. My bad. All right, you're up. My bad. I just pushed the button too many times.
Okay. I didn't know because they were the ones that came out later. I think bear tackle. If I go 5, even if you give me like rough terrain, squeezing by people, that makes those 10s. I want to bear tackle that guy.
Are you trying to?
You're breaking up.
You're trying to push through all the guys.
Yeah, I'm thinking 5, say 15, going past Raritan. 5 more, another 10. So that'd be like 30. Yeah, that would still give me 10. How does squeezing work? When you squeeze, like you go into a size smaller, but
You can pass through your players without it being a problem, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh,
but it
that's
counts
true.
as rough terrain to pass through another player or enemies.
yeah, I think you pass through your own people for free, right?
Yeah.
It's
You just can't stop
rough
there.
terrain to pass through your allies, and you cannot pass through your enemy.
There it is. I know there's rules written around. So you could get up in that space, but you would.
Yeah, I'd like to be
Not
next
be
to
a-
Havoc.
I'm going to say that since you're so large and this is a tight space, that you wouldn't actually be able to make it in there. You can get it to like right here. Make a claw attack. Even though it's only 5 feet, I'll say you can make a claw attack at that one guy low. But no
So
bite
could
attack
I-
as your head.
Could I maybe squeeze in there, but then not end my turn there and have to come back out? Like, could we say that?
Sure.
Like I squeeze in to
Okay.
make my attacks, but I can't stay.
Perfect.
You know, same as like passing through a player. Like I couldn't stay where they.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm down with that. So you reach in, you claw attack, you reach in with your head, but you can't keep yourself in there.
All right, that sounds good. Against the leader dude. Just in case I
That will give opportunity attacks, though. Just
All right, so both of those do miss, and
that was terrible. And we lost our blast. I forgot.
And they're both going to take those opportunity attacks against you. So the more powerful looking vampire, that's with the horse face, 20 to hit with his scimitar for 7. The other one's going to take a swing, but he's going to go advantage since he's so wounded. He's going to try. It's a 7. So the second one does not hit. So you do take 7 slashing as you back out.
Down to 18.
And now this other one pulls the weaker one away, and that's going to be the short sword opportunity attack for 14. That does hit.
14 to hit, and then it gets sneak attack because it's my turn. So it's 13 points.
Yeah, so as he's pulled back, you kind of like, nope, and you flick out with the short sword and cut its throat. And so this creature is going to pull like kind of a dead creature backwards. All right, let me front and step him forward. Yep, like as he pulls forward, he's going to take 2 huge hands. Like it, he takes them, puts them together, and he's going to try and bring them down on top of your head twice. So the first one's going to be 19 to hit for 8 bludgeoning, half to 4, and then the second one is a crit for a total of 11, halved to 5.
All right.
All right, and as he does that, there's like this yell of like "Be," and he seems to be more. This is the one that would come out and do like the soliloquies and the projectile of the voice during the opening scenes of a theater performance. All right, and that brings up Half-Orc.
Actors turn bad.
So he's actually going to back.
He's going to step back. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just pulled all their reactions.
Yeah, they used the reaction. Well, one of them, and the other one did not. But you're still, yeah. So you bonus action disengage.
Yep. Get here for one.
For one of them steps forward, you're going to swing.
Basically.
All right, and that one with the like, he almost, the one with the big face, he almost smiles. Yes, and he steps forward. All right, 21 will hit, and he will be swinging at you as well.
It's 9.
So, as he walks forward, he is going to. He's got 5. Okay, he's going to throw a dagger at Reardon as he steps forward. No, he's going to see the bear. He's going to throw it at the bear. So this is a ranged attack against the bear. 13 to hit.
Yeah. Yep. 11 is the AC.
All right. So for that's 5 more piercing as a dagger just sprouts from your shoulder, and then he is going to
noises.
and he's going to take 2 scimitar attacks at Half-Orc. 12 is the first one. 20 to hit is the second one for 5 slashing. All right. So that's going to be rounded down to.
Okay.
And now it is going to be Reardon's turn.
Reardon is going to close with the leading man.
Yeah, that's definitely who this guy is.
And yes, we'll go in with a couple of double-bladed scimitar attacks. 19 to hit and
Hits.
12.
12 misses.
Okay.
So you're stepping forward.
Plus, it's a 10 actually. It's still 2 ones. Rolled 2 ones again.
Boo. All right.
So 10 slashing, and then bonus action. Bonus. I'll make another attack that doesn't add the dex, but for right now, we'll just do the math.
Perfect.
19 to hit, and so that's 5 slashing.
Perfect. All right. So the first one comes, kind of catches him on the wrist. Second one comes across, catches him in the shoulder area.
And for the last one, we're going to add a little smite to it.
Ooh.
So an extra 7 on top of that, using a first level spell slot.
Beautiful. All right. So while looking, he definitely go toe to toe with this sort of fight. He hasn't been pushed off stage in a long time. All right.
Oh crap! I just realized he was in when he stepped up. He was in melee with, right? So I would have gotten the.
No, you had to step forward one.
No, and he stepped forward.
But he hasn't stepped back.
So you're saying you would have got the sneak attack? Go ahead. Put the sneak attack on there. I see what you're saying. All right. And that is going to bring us to shit. So that's another 8 points of damage. All right. He's looking a lot rougher than he was before, but still not going down.
Before Reardon turn, we'll step back just so that he's not blocking the pathway. And I know that might... Did he already use his reaction?
He used it, then he had his turn.
Yeah, he's got it again.
What the attack of opportunity, but he's going to take
as soon as you step away, he swings. This one's an 11 to hit, though. So it misses.
Okay.
I go ahead and use my sentinel since he attacked another creature of mine to attack again with the short sword.
Well, no, because you used your ready to action. You used your reaction to our.
I haven't used my reaction.
You did because when you ready it,
the
reaction.
Sorry, never mind. About that.
No worries. No worries. It's tough to keep it all straight. I struggle too. Okay, we're good?
Yep.
All right. Chev, it is officially your turn.
Alrighty.
There's that voice.
Yeah, it's getting a bit like that. Use my... At this point, I might be better off using my longbow. I guess I'll take out my longbow and take a shot.
Okay, he's going to get half cover from all the activities in front of you. So go ahead, +2 to his AC. All right, so the arrow is actually going to get deflected off of the statue in front of you, or like the pillar, like right as you fire it. Ding.
Yeah. No worries, and that'll be my...
And this bandit, right, or this vet vampire right here that is making better choices is going to sneak back, like, I don't know, like some crates or something, and he's trying to like hide behind them a little bit, kind of drop out of sight, doesn't want anyone to pay attention to him. He's watching how this all unfolds. All right, the bear is up.
All right. It doesn't look like I have to move, so I'm good where I am. Excellent.
You can reach the leading man for sure.
Yeah. More soft, whiny noises as I bite him in the face.
All right.
That don't look so bad. Damage?
You just hit the the attack. in the
I
thing.
was just making sure.
Perfect.
Like, I do hit with that, right?
All right, -10. All right, so you bite down, tearing out a huge piece of his flesh. He's looking at you, kind of growls back at you, imitating you. He's a method or improv actor.
So then I swipe him and try to knock him to the ground.
Boom! You hit him again. And this one, he's kind of lost his lines. He's looking off stage. Okay, he's still up, but not happy.
I don't go anywhere.
He's
Okay.
had better performances.
All right, so this guy's going to charge forward. Slam attacks against with his fist just in his hands. Just all right, and that's going to be against the bear. A 16 to hit and a 15 to hit.
That will both hit.
So 7 bludgeoning.
7 total.
Yeah, no, 12 total. Whew, you're just barely in bear form still.
That's good.
Yeah.
Well, the second hit would have missed if I got knocked out of bear form, I think. So either way,
That's
it's the same.
fun. Okay, Halfhawk, you're up.
All right, I
Same with
will
Half-Hawk.
continue going.
That's the sounds of battle are just clanging out. Sword strikes, leather, growls, bites, all of it. Short sword hits.
20.
Dang.
Damn, I smashed my sneak attack.
Dang.
You don't-
20 points of
But
damage.
you don't get the sneak attack right now, right? Because you
Yeah,
don't. Oh no,
no,
ally
I'm threatening.
I
5
do.
feet. Yep, ally in 5 feet. Yep. All right, and he had 20 hit points. Wow.
Dang. Why you keep taking my kill shots, man? I set him up,
Yeah.
you knock him down.
That's how we whirl, right?
All right, how do you want to do this guy? He's got numerous gashes and slashes, pieces of his flesh missing. Everything but the face has been touched.
I leave the face. Dead through his.
Totally broke up there. I didn't hear it. Maybe it's me.
I'll partially decapitate.
All right, so you leave the face nice, and you just take a swing through his throat area, and he's just like his head like kind of tips backwards, and as he collapses to his knees and comes forward, his head whips back forward like he's taking a bow before he falls face first in front of you.
Yep.
All right, and any other activities? Your turn.
Bonus.
Movement or bonus?
Gonna go ahead. Move around with Elias.
Perfect. So you got to charge in, get a flanking position, and swing with the long sword. 21 will hit. All
No
right.
sneak attack.
No sneak attack.
The
So for
long-
5. Still. So 7 bludgeon on this guy.
Yep.
As you just kind of like smack with the flat part of it, trying hard not to knock the cloak or rip the cloak. So far, 2 good
What was that?
swings. So far, 2 good swings with that. So you have not ripped the cloak.
Awesome. And
All right. And is
so
that it?
as a
Oh, go ahead.
bonus, so I'm gonna go ahead and move back 10 feet of opportunity due to my ability for a rogue.
He does not get an attack opportunity. That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Rear it on.
How is this guy looking? Does he look like he's going to fight to the death? He's cowed. He's beaten.
He looks like he's going to fight to the death, and he looks like he just took damage.
Then yeah, we'll just see if we can expedite his demise. scimitar attack to his gut.
So you're gonna. Are you getting into a flanking? Right there.
Yeah. Hold on a second. So,
All right, 27 hits, 10 slashing. So at the beginning of your forms here, it's like cutting wheat.
12 slashing. But yeah.
12 slashing. Beautiful. Make that adjustment.
Is he still up?
Oh, yeah. He's still up. There's a long harvest. Well, not a long, but...
Okay, 14 to hit.
14 just barely hits.
Okay. Ooh. Good rolls on that one. 12 slashing.
Did I just subtract life totals from you? I did on accident. You up.
Yeah.
All right, let's go back to this. 4. All right, so the first two swings as you come through, you're like slowly chopping it down. You take off one of the hands, so now he's only got one slam ability, and the other one comes through, and you're like hamstringing him, and he goes down to one knee, and he's glaring at you. Severely wounded.
Oh, all right. Bonus action. All right, that's only 13.
All right, we're going to 13 just barely hit because now that he's lost a little bit of his agility to move out of the way from these repeated blows. Okay. Knock him down AC1.
So
all right.
6 slashing.
6 slashing. Okay, so you come around and you same spot in that same like hamstring area. It's just more wounded there, but he's still not dead. Okay. And what do you want to do?
So this guy's the only one still kicking?
Yeah, plus the other guy who's hiding in the corner.
Oh, yeah. No, that guy hiding can keep hiding. No worries.
You got a more open shot with the bow?
Yes, this one is a clean shot with the bow. If you step to the side here. Bam.
You could probably reach him, though.
I'm happy with that. I'll take a shot.
Fire away. 13 will hit, just barely.
The 3.
All right, so he sprouts a feather from his back, but keeps his eyes trained on Reardon. All right, and that guy is going to continue. Okay. Is this a claw and a bite attack?
Oh. That guy didn't get a turn? Oh, he goes after me. Okay. Yeah. I was totally thinking he was going to get a turn before I kill him. Yeah, we'll start with the bite.
Hits. All right. All you got to do is basically do 2 damage this time.
Ugh.
You missed though. Claws swing across the top of it. And he is going to... Okay, and so is there anything else you want to do on your turn?
He did not take any reactions. No, I'm staying there. If he hits me,
all right.
The damage carries over? I don't remember.
It does.
It does.
So, but he's not swinging for you. He swings for Reardon with weak uppercut. 13 to hit, misses. And now Hafok. You're up.
All right.
That's a hungry kitty.
I'm just glad it's finally a
what's up
cat
with
that
the
isn't
cat?
mine.
Man, he's a talker lately. I think he got old. Like
Run
a 2
in.
a.m. talker.
Boom. Do 2 damage, you will. Okay, so how do you want to do this? This is your 3rd kill.
Kill, steal.
Well, he is the orc.
Kill-tastic.
You know what? For this one, he's going to actually.
Like he's down on his knee. It's like an execution almost.
Yeah, basically. I mean, he's been using his fists or to crack to the back of his either his neck or the base of.
All right, there's a loud crack. This one dissipates from a vampire form, and all the blood that you saw pooling around disappears as it turns into another one of those doppelganger type creatures laying right there. And with that, we will fall out of initiative.
Huzzah!
I lay down on my side and whine a little bit in case anybody wants to come scratch my ear. I'm really hurt.
Half
I have
half
one hit
uncle
point.
half uncle do a quick tussle of Aurelius as he goes back and gets him and whatever else was taken from the party. Leaving.
All right, so you're headed back down the hall to see, looking for the gold.
Got basically
Is
stumbled
not
out of.
is not going to be there. What is the rest? What is everyone else doing?
I'm gonna change back into my beautiful self.
All right, you drop bear form. You can now see it.
Riar then goes and finds his friend to see, if he's okay and not uncharmed and ready to stab us in the back.
He is, well, the charm is definitely have watched what has unfolded, seen that he has a second opportunity, and is going to make better choices in life. He assures you this.
Without the charm.
Yeah, without the charm. He's cracking off one of the teeth, that the fake fangs, and he's taking it off. You can see him taking off some of the puffy lace that's at his chest.
Maybe we'll point him towards the door in case he doesn't know where that secret door is that goes back into the shield room. He probably does, but
Oh yeah, they're all aware.
yeah, they were watching us, weren't they?
Yeah, probably.
He says, I will not participate in the Undertaker's gang any further. I will sing the praises of whoever you are and tell them all that the Undertakers are almost all destroyed.
Have you seen any brothers? We're looking for a brother. Did we get a description of the young man?
He would be... Give you a quick description. You would have gotten a description. And that would be... He's a Waterdavian noble. He would have been wearing rich, expensive clothes. He is fair-skinned and tall and young.
Alright, so we give him that description. Has he seen him? Did they waylay him?
And and he would have said, "Oh yes, a few individuals, youthful individuals, tall, fair. They passed through here quite a few times. One just a couple weeks ago, and a few of them a couple months ago. So you get the feeling that this is more than just regular transit. Like this is where people travel through, and more than one individual matches the description of a young, tall, kind of wealthy adventurer." He can't be sure. No one gave that name.
What are they
his name
doing
is
to people?
Crescendo Rosanara is his name. And no one gave that name.
Oh. Alright.
Oh, he would have told you would have platinum signet ring and Yeah, but when you ask this guy about it, he was not one that noticed that. But you would know that. He's wearing a platinum signet ring with a diving white falcon on a field of blue.
Where's the loot? Where's your gang keep the loot? We'll give you something to get on your way, and we're taking the rest.
Oh yeah, he's like, I can show you right. Are you sending him out of the place, or are you sending him? Are you keeping him with you?
I think we walk him to the door and send him into the shield room just to make sure. Unless,
Okay,
unless you guys want me to eat him. I say that out loud.
Oh, he's shaking it immediately. That there is treasure within Uktarl's room. And then when you ask about Uktarl, he would point out to the leading man and say that he kept the treasure. It's all in his room.
All right, we put this guy in front so we don't run into any traps.
Once Hallort comes back, he's gonna take a look at that scimitar that guy was wielding. That's the leading man.
Mm-hmm. It looks like a nice jewel encrusted scimitar, but it doesn't glow. Doesn't have a super keen edge. It's almost as if he was using a ceremonial weapon as his own.
Yeah, he's packing that away and he's selling.
All right,
Pick up that for a real scimitar I could use.
Well, it's functional, but it doesn't look magical. It almost looks like someone used it more for display, but it's also got a keen edge.
Yeah.
Or a nice edge.
I was hoping it was magical.
Yes. I will return the 2 pouches to where they belong.
Thank you.
You hand these over.
Mm-hmm.
Woohoo! There's that.
You would also, at this time, as things have calmed down, you would notice that at the base of the central statue is a bunch of bones. They look like they've been bleached white, and they've been propped up in a position as if this individual, it looks like a hobgoblin, is like in a lotus meditative position, and across his legs is a broken. And all of the statues,
A broken what?
a broken staff laying across his legs. You would also notice that these statues now, you can like look around and see that they are Waterdagan nobles clad in decorative plate armor, but then they've been like graffiti's been scrabbled all over it, names have been torn into or written into it, and some of them are written in a language that you don't understand. None of you would know.
Okay.
Is anyone headed to Uktaro's room?
Yeah, definitely.
All right.
Yeah,
you guys
wanna
enter.
Handle your thrall.
I'm actually gonna take the You
What
can
was
never
that?
be too. He's gonna check for trap. Make sure there's no traps.
Okay, and make a perception check. Yeah, you don't see any traps. Actually, in fact, as you guys, or as you, I'm just going to show you guys all this. Guys, it's a group here, so you can see. You guys come over here and can see that there are 2 rooms. There's this one over. Is filled with. It's like a sleeping quarters, but there are there's bedrolls rolled out, and there's like some shelves and stuff like that. In this quarter up here, Uktarl's room, there's a table in here. There's a nicer bed in here. The entire northern wall there's a fresco on it. There's right below that, there's this gigantic tub that's set into the floor. It's like kind of recessed a little bit. On the table is a deck of cards. It looks like they were playing cards before they were interrupted through the combat. You can see that on the table there are stacks of coins, and that's about it.
I bite the coins, one of the coins, to see if they're real.
Tastes just like a dirty hand, and
Callie, where's the rest of the treasure?
all right, and he is going to point. Basically, he points towards the fresco. And he says, "We're never allowed to touch that." And every once in a while, you can tell that it is moved a little bit, and so that's where I think the treasure is. And you can see there's like a little bit of greed that kind of comes out, even though he's making better decisions. He's still not the best of individuals, and his true nature is starting to come.
We pat him on the
Many
back
coins
and say
on
it
the
takes
table,
some
yeah.
practice.
How many coins are on the table?
All right, so you scoop up all the coins, doing a quick count. 220 copper pieces, 91 silver pieces, 85 gold pieces, as well as a silver ring engraved with dwarven symbols commonly associated with fertility and sexual potency.
A dwarf fertility ring, Jesus. And can I just get the numbers for the coins again? Sorry.
No worries. I'm going to post it in the chat bar.
That's
Yeah,
would be
no.
perfect.
I am so bad with listening, but I can read something and remember it.
All right.
I think
Inside the tub, as you guys watch forward, you can see that there's a set of thieves' tools and enough stolen gear to create one explorer's pack.
Nice.
So we'll just say that the party now has an explorer's pack.
Another one.
Use the stats for that.
And is there someone amongst us be collecting like the copper, the silver, the treasure, and the loot?
There is a loot sheet in game
I just
that everyone.
updated it.
Perfect.
Yeah, if we could just have one guy do that.
Yeah.
All right. Looks like Coach is the guy.
Yes. Thank you for volunteering.
No worry. I tend to do it for my RL games as well.
As long as somebody's on it.
Yeah. Because the DM will always forget your loot.
Yeah, 100%.
You left that back in the dungeon, guys. No one wrote it down.
I think I was doing that last squad mate.
Yeah.
And I am trying to keep up on the info.
On the
I'm
info
definitely-
sheet. I saw that was updated. I was putting it in my character sheet, so thank you for that too.
Love it. Love everything
Yeah.
about it.
What was the name of the current objective?
I will post that. It's Chrysandro.
What? Yes. Let it cool down.
Copy.
It's some eggs.
Yeah, Chrysandro. Is anybody checking out the fresco that Callie had pointed out?
I was gonna let Half-Ock
Oh yeah.
take lead on that.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, so
I don't mind eyeballing for traps too, just to have a second set of eyes.
Go ahead and make a perception check as you
Alrighty.
study the fresco. Yeah, you quickly see that one of the stone. There's a bunch of tiny dwarves. This fresco is depicting a rugged mountain hollowed out with caverns containing tiny sculptured figures of dwarves. Behind the mountain, carved rays of a brilliant sunlight fan out against all the edges of the wall. And as you're studying it, you see that one of the tiny little dwarves is on the top of a stone key slotted into a cavity that hides behind its teeth. You can easily remove the key from this fresco. And that's all that reveals as you scour over it.
Cool. I still let Half-Ock take the lead.
Excellent.
My deck saves
Oh,
are
wait,
not the
you rolled.
best.
You rolled the perception. So it's actually Aurelius who finds
Yes.
this key.
I just pointed out.
Yeah. All right. So perception from Halfok as well.
Well, Aurelius found. Go ahead. He has scoured it
Or
pretty
I'm just
well.
looking for the keyhole.
Oh, so you've taken
So
the
we-
key. Now, go ahead.
Key out.
You don't see anywhere in the room where that key fits into.
Behind the fresco.
Oh yeah, there was a place. There was a way to move the fresco too. We'll move the fresco.
I don't really know what
Well-
a fresco is, guys.
It's a
I was thinking picture.
painting.
It's a plaster painting.
Oh,
Right. And sometimes they have three-dimensional depth to it, but not common. I was surprised they used the word fresco here, but
oh,
it's more of like a carved structure.
cool. So I just pulled a fresco off. So
You pull off a piece of it,
give
you
him a
find you find the key, and then the both of you searching find no spot for the key to fit into. You just find the key.
What about behind the fresco? If it looks like it was moved sometimes.
No, the fresco is actually built into the wall.
Oh. So the fresco moves with when the key opens it.
Possibly.
Search the rest of the room.
Always applying those high perception rolls to the whole room, and you don't find anywhere in this room to insert it. You get the feeling that the key does not have anything in here.
Well, before we leave, I do want to go back to the paper plate room because I see that you can enter it from the other side. So don't let me forget that, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Well, why don't we do that now?
Yeah, you head back to the
So we
paper.
have
You go into that area, and you can see that this is where they store some of their there's like some wine, those sorts of things. After a while, you guys have searched all the bodies, peeped the scene. There was 22 total gold pieces on all the dead bandits' bodies. Various forms. Some just had one or two pieces, maybe possibly just to be used to get out of the dungeon. Others had a few more, maybe some winnings from some of the card games. So you can add 22 gold to the loot.
Yep.
All right.
So
all right, this key's gonna bug it half up,
Well, perhaps
Not
this is
knowing-
just the place where he stashes the key. Like, perhaps it's kept elsewhere.
Maybe
I mean,
in the other
if you
two
hide
rooms.
Yeah, if you hide the key as well as the actual treasure, I mean, make it doubly hard, right?
Yeah, let's go
Okay.
search the other two rooms. Or does Callie have a suggestion?
At this point, he is definitely like, so you said you could go to make new choices. And one of those choices is I'm going to hit the unemployment office, get myself a job, get out of these streets here.
That's awesome. You want to help us find your boss loot real quick, and then give you part of it?
We'll even give him a little, right?
He's going to point out that he's like, well, there's these sleeping chambers here, and there's some more, as I'll point it out. You can go through this doorway as well. Some sleeping chambers here. He walks you through the area, and then he points out, basically, he's like, this is all I really know about. The boss never, or Uktarl never told us about what kind of treasure it was. I didn't even know what was there. I just knew that that's where he kept all of his stuff. He would close the door and make everyone go away. Back in this main hall, there's
Yeah, can we check like right behind where the fresco would be?
the fresco.
It doesn't seem right.
right here. This is where the fresco would be.
Oh, there.
Yeah.
Are there any rugs? Or
The ground is basically stone slabs. There's some sand and dirt in some of the corners, but it's not like it's been swept. It's more like just foot traffic keeps that to the minimum. There's no like cobwebs or anything like that.
How about the tub? We kind of pulled the stuff out of there, but we didn't see nothing there. Key wise.
No, the tub. You basically scoured the tub.
All right. So this room we can consider searched.
Mm-hmm. With those high perception checks, I would say you feel confident.
But that's where he would tell everybody to get out of, huh?
I mean, you don't want everyone to know you've got your keys to your shinies.
Right.
And you guys realize that the only way, after searching around and moving about, you see that to the north is a staircase that goes. Does it go up?
Yeah, it looks like up.
Yeah, those go up. There's some staircases that are stairs that go up into a hallway. And after searching around and moving, you realize that's the only way that would continue on. And there's quite a few, what looks to be like a lot of traffic travels through there. The stone is smooth. You get the feeling that, and Cal would tell you that, yeah, anybody who paid, that's the direction they would go. And that's where the vampire haven is.
Maybe search the statues?
Go for it. We'll do an investigation check on that.
Alrighty. It's slightly less good.
Yeah, given your perception and even the 18, you don't find anything in that room. Statues beyond the broken staff and the graffitied names across the
Guys,
Latter-Davian
the
nobles.
key is the treasure. You know? It's like the map is the treasure.
then where was he sticking all of his loot? Because we searched his whole cavity.
Yeah, we didn't
There's
really find
not
the
up
gang's
there.
loot. I think the gang would have loot.
Callie is definitely letting you know that this is not the full compartment, that there are more individuals further on that you have yet to meet.
Oh, was that what he
Oh,
meant
maybe
by
we
the
need to collect all
vampire?
the.
Yeah.
Oh, so there's
Maybe
going to
there's
be
more keys.
more of these guys up ahead. Alright.
Okay.
Yeah, you still, when Haria, when she finds out about this, she's going to hit the roof.
Well,
So
maybe I can
we're
help her hit
leaders. Hurry up.
And he's like, so can I go? Can I go?
Well, I think we let him go.
Yeah.
I think we give him a few coins so that he doesn't resort back to a life of crime. Give him a little bit of a head start.
All right. You definitely give him the to
No.
get back out.
Yeah. He definitely needs a gold to get up the thing. And then give him a couple.
Yeah, I'd say give him 2.
All right.
2 or 3.
What was our time
give him-
frame, guys, for playing?
This is we've reached about 4 minutes before the maximum. 1 o'clock is my max.
Okay, yeah, I was getting to be that time too. I wasn't. It's like pretty sure we just did 4 hours before.
Yeah, typically I would hope
Yeah.
it to go from like 12 to 30, but we got a late start today. New first session. Wanted to finish it off after the exploration
No
and open it
problem.
up to any questions and or issues before I sign off.
Well, before he runs off, I'll just give him directions to see my retainers. Maybe they can help him with finding real work.
Oh, excellent. You
Yeah.
send him to one of your... Let me write that down. Okay.
Trying to just give him this second chance, as good a start as we can, you know?
Everybody
Gotta make it
deserves
stick.
one.
And Reardon, anything? To close out?
I guess I was curious about the ring. I think the ring. Take a look at that.
You would notice that it doesn't have anything to do with that Grisario individual. And that it's to be fairly well made, but not like a exquisite quality. You are able to determine it's about 25 gold pieces.
They're not magical or...
No, and it looks to be like really, and like the silver is kind of thinning around where it makes it around the base of the ring.
So not very expensive either.
Mm.
Gotcha. And spells that can restore body parts. Would that be like a straight up regeneration spell? Or would it be like a greater...
To restore body parts?
In case someone needs to
like
lose a
missing
hand.
limbs. Yeah.
I believe that would be a greater restoration, right? Only thing
Yeah,
I'm
I mean,
Okay, we don't have that yet.
no.
How much does a church charge for that?
Right. Yeah.
It's probably cheaper and less painful to just have a dispel magic or a remove curse or something like that.
Yeah. Something like that. But Reardon would think on this, kind of think along these lines, and maybe say,
regenerate the target's severed body members. It's a 7th level transmutation. Okay.
we aren't to that level.
No.
But yeah, dispel magic maybe, or something else. But maybe he would ask Halfok, Kelly up, and maybe see about getting this hold removed from your hand, or your hand removed from your body, or put a new stump or something on there.
Yeah, I'm not sure
Give you a
about.
nice hook.
I kind of need my finger. I need my.
And that sword's better than a hook anyway, right? So, I mean, there's no gain there.
Just got to remember to wipe with my other hand.
Oh, Jesus. Ass Blaster 5000. Excellent. Okay, well, then we are going to leave it at this point, and I'm going to go now talk with my wife and apologize for all the noise that I made, and go from there.
Happy pregnancy.
Yeah, I know.
Good birthing. In case something happens between now and next week.
Ain't that the truth?
And
Excellent, guys.
Who else is pregnant?
My wife.
Marshall's pregnant.
Marshall.
Oh. All right, guys.
Yeah,
good luck.
we'll actually do the 7th. We'll see if she actually lasts.
Yeah.
That's awesome. All right, guys. Good session.
Have a good one.
Yep.
Yeah,
Peace.
take it easy, guys.
Have a good one. Later.
All right, so there was episode 1 of the Mad Mage. We haven't been playing for over a month with the holidays and stuff, and some job scheduling. Maybe it's more like 2 months. So it'll take a little while to get back in the flow. Riordan is the new person to the group. Chev, whatever his name is. Chev and Hafok. Those 2 guys we played with before. These are new characters though. So, alrighty. Look forward to next week.